Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Friday. Oh, TGIF, it's Friday. We've made it. It ain't over. We just started. Oh my gosh. Welcome welcome all to Stock Markets with Bruce. It's Uncle Bruce, your buddy Uncle Bruce from Creston, British Columbia here in Canada. Oh my gosh. He's already having to mute his own computer because he keeps forgetting to do that. Of course, the computer tells me. It just starts blaring my voice, and I'll go, oh, I think I should mute myself. How you doing, everybody? Are you getting ready for fun here on a Friday? I'm kind of curious to see how we do today. The shares of GameStop have been, kind of up a little bit, all day long here in the pre-market. Let's look at my big-ass iPad. It's acting up on me. I don't know what's going on. I just want to turn it on and ask me to download stuff. I hate that. Just open and let me see what I want to see. Shut up. I'll get to you later on this stuff. I'm live on the air right now. Oh, man. Hi, guys. 269.68 on GameStop. It was as high as 275 this morning, just like 30 minutes ago. Very good to see. Volume this morning, 548,000 shares. Not a lot to get worried about there. As far as downside goes, doesn't look like there's a bunch of sellers trying to get out. Looks to me more like people are trying to get this without running it up, and they're not finding a lot. And I hope this is the pattern going forward as we are into expiry Friday. Today, all kinds of options expire. Everyone's options expires that are dated today. And so we're going to see what happens here. I actually have something on my shirt. I don't like that. Can't have anything on my shirt. I'm on the air. Wearing my TWB purple shirt today, traveling with Bruce Anchor logo. Hope you like it. One of my favorite logos. I'm waiting for a package to arrive here from Redbubble. I order stuff for myself. I like this guy. And I haven't received it, although I got an email saying your package arrived. I went outside and go, there's no package here. I'm kind of wondering if it maybe arrived to a mail center and now it's going to end up in my mailbox and then I'll eventually get it. I don't know. Oh, I can't wait to open up that package. Get some swag from TWB. I love that guy. He's cool. Thank you, Philip. Good morning, Bruce. Have a great day. Thank you, Philip. I'm already having a great day. You're here. A whole bunch of you are already here. Love you guys. Welcome all. Julian, good morning, Bruce, the calming force amidst my mania. There it is. I'm the calm in the mania. Fantastic, guys. Thank you all for popping by. Corner King, bagels on me, brother. Time for GameStop to hit 800 today. Right now, today, Jan, I'll sell when I see bigger commas. I'll see when I see bigger commas. Oh, I got you. All right, cool. What can the stock do today is the question on everyone's mind. Okay, and who needs Starbucks in the morning when Bruce comes with a bagel? Well, Bruce has got his cup here. By the way, thank you guys who are ordering this stuff. I keep getting these emails from Redbubble. They tell me, every time an order is made, they say, you made a sale. They don't say who it is. They don't say where you are because it's a confidential thing, and which I like. I don't want your name and address floating around between them and myself and all this stuff. I don't need that. It's a confidential service. You buy from Redbubble. They make, they deliver, they handle you and take care of you, and I don't have to worry about the logistics of it all. I can't foul it up. And then you guys post photos on my Facebook group page for Stock Markets with Bruce, which you're welcome to join if you like to. You have to answer some simple questions to kind of, prove to me you're not a robot, little things like that. It's amazing how many people how many robots try to join my Facebook group page that joined Facebook today. No friends, no groups, no photo of the person, no answering of questions. Can I join? I'm kind of going, let me think about that. Should I let this robot into my channel? Oh my God. Anyway, it's insane. What I do, of course, is I say no. And if I feel that the individual that's trying to get in is really just going to shill some kind of a service, so they're just going to immediately put out, how to get rich on Bitcoin. Follow me, watch this. You're never getting in. And as soon as you make one post, anyone makes one post on my Facebook group page that is in any way promotional like that, you're banned. You're gone. Don't need it. Haven't got time. I can't babysit the site, 24/7. I'm kind of here talking with you guys. So I do it the best I can. So folks, thank you for being here, following me, tolerating me, watching this amateur try to say hi to you. What's going on? Had some fun last night. I did an interview last night with Angela Amakbi. She has a show called Not the Girl Next Door, rock and roll kind of show, and we chatted for a while. And she's now editing all of my comments and putting some music in there, I think, and then she's going to launch this next Monday. I'm quite excited. I'm hoping to get. She's promised to get me a link of the interview, and when I have it, I'll fire it up on the Facebook group page, and then you guys can hear it out for yourself. She basically asked me, tell me about yourself, and then I just talked for an hour. Easiest interview she ever did. Hi Bruce, how are you? And that was it. That's all, and that's all you have to do. And then I just go. I'll take it from there. I'll take it. I'll give you those sound bites you want. Andriano, buddy, how are you, man? Bruce is in the house. We want to rock. Bruce, your thoughts on the expired options for today? My thoughts are that it's been an interesting week in that, the shares were 133 or something a week ago, and we've had a fairly pretty good rise. 132 last week. And then into the 138, it was like what was that? Last Friday, it didn't do anything. It sat in that 130, 140 range. And then on the Monday, we opened at the 150 level, went right to the 180, 190 level, closed at 170. No, we were back to 174, closed around 190 something on Monday. Then Tuesday, we opened up, boom, up to 224, popped up into the 240 range. And that's kind of where we looked to be ending the day. And then the next morning, that would be Wednesday was the crazy day. We opened at 280, went as high as 348 before this rogue sellers came in, obviously at the beginning of it, and dropped it to 172, only to see the stock come back up $106 to 278. And now we've been sitting around this 240 to 275 level ever since midday Wednesday, all day yesterday. You're on the 240, 50, 60 mark. It's just kind of this $25 range. And here we are right now in the pre-morning or early one, 270. So every contract ever created on GameStop for the last, at least year, if anyone has written a contract that was way out of the money, a year ago, people would have thought, out of the money would be $20 because the stock was $4.50. $5 a share, $5.50 on a good week. So they were writing $20 calls, $18 calls, 17, 16, 15, 14. Well, all those that were written are in the money and have been for a while. Then in December, when the shares began to trade in this 10-20 range, people thought out of the money would be $50. These 50s, 49s, and 48 contracts, and 47s, and 46s, and the 52s, and the 53s, and 54. Every dollar contracts were written back in December. And then January, early part, we started to see $40 a share, $60 a share, $80 a share, $80 a share. People thought, 150 is way out of the money. 200 is like way out of the money. 225, they're all in the money now. And of course, the shares went higher and came back. And again, a month ago or 3 weeks ago, where were we then? We were $40, $50 a share in the last little while. And again, $150 contracts, $200 contracts were like out there, and there were zillions written that expire today and next Friday and the Friday after. Of course, next Friday is the 19th. That's the quintuple witching hour. That's going to be nuts next Friday. So there are hundreds of thousands of call contracts that that have been created, whether they're covered or naked, that reflect exercise prices from like $270 a share, which is where we are right now, all the way down to $5 a share, $1 increments all the way up to, I think, 100. And then after that, they go up in $5 increments. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. It is a substantial number of call contracts and put contracts that are expiring today. And the higher these shares go, the more pressure on the options market to having to deliver. They have to deliver stock if these contracts get exercised. And for individual investors, most of you following me here, that you might have written one call or 5 calls or 10 calls. You're not what I call institutional investors. You're classic retail. Your strategy is sell your call for as much as you can get for it, and then roll over into a future if you want to stay in the call contract market. Roll over into something down the road. Give yourself more time, and use less of your capital as well. Don't roll everything you have into the next position. Take about a quarter, a third of what you have, and make your best bet, and keep the rest of that gunpowder handy in case the stock has a bad hour, goes down a lot, and you can then boom, move in and pick up some contracts that are way closer into the money, that were, you were looking at a contract earlier, it was a $40 contract, now it's a $15 contract. You think, I'll buy that. Even if it goes back to 35, 40, I'm already ahead. You play these games. Institutions, though, what they're going to do is, and what they might have been up to, and I've been speculating on this for a while now, is they might be going, we bought in the money calls 3 weeks ago, Bruce, when you were yapping about GameStop at 50 and 40. We were buying 60s and 70s and 80s just in case this thing popped, and we would have the right to buy exercise stock at 60, 70, $80 a share if it ever went up again, and it did. And we are short, gazillions of shares, but we have the right to cover our short positions by exercising these options, and we're going to do that. And so that might be going on and might have been happening last night. A lot of option writers may have been informed you've been exercised on your contract. You wrote a 150. This thing's 120 in the money. Yeah, you're getting exercised. Either you buy the contracts back on the open market, and if you don't, we're going to call your stock. And of course, not everybody will be able to buy their contracts back, because if the holders of contracts who need the paper don't sell their calls in the open market to flatten themselves out, they're the ones who are going to call the stock. And that is the big question here. How many millions of shares have been called to be acquired by option writers for expiry today? That's the big question. And at the moment, the stock is higher at $270 a share, up about $10. There's the pre-market right there. It's $270 a share right now, up $10.25 on 584,000. So only 500,000 shares moved this market, $10 in the pre-market. It's an indication to me of demand. A lot of the demand, though, will not come in the pre-market. Demand will most likely wait until the actual opening of New York. And there's right now a market specialist on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, or at home with the computer they need to be the market specialist of the stock, who is monitoring bids and asks as they are coming in before the opening of the New York Stock Exchange. So once that bell goes off, which is in about 40 something minutes, when the bell goes off, there could well be 5 million wanted, 5 million available, but the price of that first trade could be this, lower or higher than this. And if it's, my hunch is, if there's only a couple 100,000 wanted at the opening, the stock will not be even here. It'll be lower than this. If there's 1 million wanted, 1.5 million wanted, cumulative orders have been piling in, it will be at this level or higher. And if it's a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 million actually wanted, it could be substantially higher than this. So we all have to know about the pre-market. I don't know what you folks out there can see on your trading systems, and I don't know what your pre and market indicators are for New York. I don't know if that information from the New York Exchange and the specialist is available to the street. I have no idea. It could well be information available to institutional traders who have the highest of high-end systems. They may already know, oh yeah, there's like a 10-to-1 imbalance on buy to sell on the floor of the New York Exchange already. That could be happening. It might be a 4-to-1, it might be a 2-to-1, it might be a 1-to-1, it might be a 1-to-3. Every day is different. Every stock is different. We all know that all contracts expire today for all stocks that have an expiry of tonight. And this is going to be a busy morning for a lot of options traders and floor specialists, institutional traders, the hedge funds, the pension funds, the mutual fund people. They're busy. They're lining this all up. A lot of adjustments, but this is nothing compared to next week, Friday, the 19th of March. That is the day we expect to see untold mayhem. First thing in the morning, pre-market, and then during the day, and then in the last hour of trading on Friday next week. there'll be a lot of adjusting going on because there's a number of hedge funds, ETFs, index funds, currency funds, futures, options contract, all having to be realigned and readjusted, all in the last hour of trading, generally speaking. Remember that when I started as a broker into the 80s and the 90s, there was only one option expiry period. It was usually the third Friday of every month, and that was it. There were no options expiring every Friday. They were always the Friday, but it was every quarter, every third month, we would have mayhem because of all the simultaneous expiries of all of these various instruments and the realignments of all of these funds and index funds. And as we move forward in time and computerized trading has taken over and the algorithms have come in, now it's like everybody is into the realignment game, all with their software systems, which they're spending millions on to perfect their management of their portfolios, which are in the trillions of dollars. I mean, we're talking about trillions of dollars that have to be aligned next week, Friday. But in the old days, and I'm going back only 20 something years, 25 years, it was all done on the floor of the American Exchange, the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the Philadelphia Exchange, the floor of the Chicago pits, the options floor, then the other exchanges across the country. There were all kinds of smaller exchanges. They all had their floor traders doing the human cry out of orders and alignment, and it was all done by paper. So at the end of the day, you had these tickets, all these chits that had to be lined up and figured out, and then back at the offices of the brokerage offices and in the clearing cages, they were trying to figure out, well, what did we buy and what did we sell and how much did we get and how much did we get at this price and do it that and the portfolio managers are just trying to watch their IBM computers who are that are 1/1000th the power of what we have now, trying to align their multi-billion-dollar portfolios, and it would take hours to figure it all out. It was just mayhem, the witching hour. It was just spells are being cast. It's now all automated. So, these highfalutin guys, are making $5 million a year. They go, eat, and the computer goes, blah, 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 blah. It's all done. I wish it was that simple. But the hairlines still recede on these trading desks with these senior people. They still don't have hair like me. And whatever hair they have does what this hair does. It turns white and then just falls away into the abyss. And their trophy wives say, "You look gorgeous," and they go, "Thank you, appreciate it," and they move on with their lives. Oh my goodness! So we're gonna have fun today watching the markets. We're gonna have fun between now and next Friday watching what's going on. Oh my gosh! And then the week after that, guess what? It's time for GameStop to release their year-end financials and talk about have their conference call. A day or two later, or whatever that day is. I can't remember all this stuff. It's coming. I'll let you know. It's coming. It's in the future. It's coming. Anyway, lots of news coming from GameStop. Lots of interviews will be done, and lots of articles will be written about GameStop, about its transformation plans, and that's going to be cool. Bruce, did you see Ryan Cohen's tweet last night? It's awesome. See the scene that follows the scene from Dumber and Dumber. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy movie. So you're saying there's a chance? Okay. Yes. Anyway, we will be here to follow all of it, including tweets from these guys. If they do tweets relating to the company or not, we all love watching the tweets. RN, Ricky, Bobby, do you recommend buying more shares in before next Friday? What indications should we be looking for? Well, look. Where do you think it's going? I know where I think it's going. I think it's going to 1,100 a share, but that's not this week. I'd love it if it happened earlier. Hey, who's going to complain if it goes sooner? But really, the company will eventually be an electronic e-commerce company. That's what they're going to become. I'm going to figure 80 to 90% of the revenues will come from e-commerce in all the formats they'll be involved with, not just a little puny little website trying to sell games on a website. This company's going to have multiple websites and multiple links, multiple places you're going to be able to go, gaming contests and tournaments and new product releases and the order area, and it's going to be an unbelievable machine. They are obviously going to invest some serious money into it and human capital, and that's what's happening. So, eventually the company will be really referred to as an e-commerce seller with a few retail locations, maybe superstore type locations like Apple stores, or maybe they'll cut a deal with Best Buy or another retailer to have a 5,000 square foot section inside big box stores. That's the GameStop area. There might be that kind of an arrangement. I don't know. There's the sky's the limit, man. Sky is the limit. All kinds of possibilities, but this company, I think, will be eventually known as an online specialist for everything gaming, and they're going to go after this business because it's a big growing area with 2.4 billion gamers globally, and right now they have 55 million members of their Power Up Club. So they got this much of the market, and they're going after it. So to me, the shares can trade on a multiple of sales down the road, whether that's a year from now, 6 months from now, 8 months, 12 months, 16 months, 18 months, 2 years. There will come a point in time where there will be financial analysts who will say, well, based on the sales of the company and with respect to their online sales expectations, current numbers and forecasting and patterns and we expect the stock to be trading at so much sales, and that means we think it's a $1,200 stock. That down the line is where I'm thinking it's headed, and that's just step one of 5 years from now. I don't know. Are they doing 20 billion in sales? I don't know. What will Amazon's sales be in 5 years from now? I don't know. None of us know, because Amazon in the last 3-4 years has just gone because of what's happened with everything. Same thing here. These guys are absolutely going to shift over to the online side. They know where the growth is. It is not going from 5,000 stores to 6,000 stores. That is not the growth curve of the future of GameStop. The growth curve of GameStop is to go from 5,000 stores to 500 stores, if that, and even then they might be just alliances. Again, with very little of their capital, very little of their employees. It might all be under a licensing arrangement that one day will be announced, which could shoot the market $300 a share just on one announcement like that. If they just made a partnership deal with an existing retail presence where they're now going to build inside larger stores, GameStop centers staffed by that company's people, not GameStop's people, watch out. Just wow, mind-blowing. I would not put it past these guys. I am not shortchanging these people, and I think there are people that will join this company in the next few months that will stun all of us. That's my opinion. That's my guess. That's what I think. But until it happens, it's just a guy in front of a computer talking to 6,000 beautiful people following this guy at 6:53 in the morning my time. What am I doing up? Anyway, I'm just talking to now 6,100 people saying, just like me, please. That's all I'm asking. Just like me. Let's see what happens. I think the upside of this company is so way out there. The street, of course, has no clue, and why would they? They're trading stock on the now. I get it. That's their job. You've got hedge funds who are asking one simple question: is it going up or is it going down? I'm trying to make a spread here. I'm working here. I get it. Where's my bagel? What's happening? So that's what they're doing. What I'm doing is trying to interpret what they're doing to tell you what I think they're doing. But I'm also trying to tell you, here's what could be happening. This might happen. Have you thought of this? Don't be surprised if that happens. And what can I say? I love you guys. Thank you, everybody. Thumbs ups too. Thank you for these thumbs ups. How many we got today? We're at 1,700 thumbs ups already. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Keep them coming. And thank you all for being here. I hope you're going to have a good day. I think we're going to have some fun today, being that it is a Friday, and I think we might be fairly active to get things rolling, and I'm kind of excited about that. I'm also under the gun here. I have to say to a few folks out there, again, thanking you some of you I want to thank some of you who've made donations to me in the last couple of days, and I've been mentioning that if you send me a $25 donation US or more on my PayPal account, I'll give you a shout out, and I owe a couple of shout outs, so I have to do what I have to do. So thank you for that. Some of you are sending me emails in the middle of the night going, here's a donation, here's my pitch, put it up. The problem for me is that when I'm live on the air, it is kind of it's kind of difficult to put this together, but I'm doing what I can. And I'm not sure what this guy's saying. I'm trying to read this comment. I'm live on the air, and I'm trying to deliver, and I'm coming off like a, you know what I'm coming off like. Anyway, thank you, everybody out there who's tolerating this amateur, who's trying to just, do what he can. Here's a donation here. Here's a shout out, and I'm just trying to live up to my obligation to do this. And here it is, Unethical Podcast. Join your host from around the globe for deep dive controversial cases. Okay. And what is this here? Thank you. Thank you all for, just helping out and tolerating my ways. $270 on GameStop, up 59 on the Dow in the pre-market. S&P down 11. NASDAQ down 168. Did you like my video last night that we posted? I got a video posted last evening. It was like an 8-minute long kind of a montage of what happened the other day when the stock dropped from GameStop went from 348 to 172 in 20 odd minutes. What did you think of that video? Was it any good? Did you enjoy it? We're kind of working on it. I have a video editor that I'm working with, and we're trying a few things. It's early days, and I hope you enjoyed it. We promise to get better. I promise we will get better at this. These videos, some of you're very kind. These are kind comments from you. I know there's some professionals out there who watched and went, "Damn, man, you can do better than that." Early days. I promise we'll get better, and love the recap. Thank you for loving the recap and tolerating the recap and all that. SC, thank you. Again, these donations they're pitying me, and I appreciate these donations. It's okay. You're fine. We love you. You can't screw it up. It's okay. Even the more you screw it up, the more we love you, because that's why we're here, Uncle Bruce. It's just okay. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for your insight and commentary. You rock, buddy. Thank you, Jay. All of you with these super chats this morning. Thank you. Really, thank you. Okay. Anyway, that's what's going on. Honestly, I love Bruce. 2 weeks ago, things have been changing here. Go back and watch his old shows. You'll see how much better they were. I think I'm hanging with Matt Coors today. Jamie's fed up. Jamie's had it. That's it, Bruce. You're toast. I'm not going to bother with you anymore. I don't like you. You're not as fun as you used to be. It's over. Okay. Well, what if AMC and GameStop partner up? Why? Why would they do that? Why would a movie theater chain be acquired by GameStop? GameStop's trying to unload real estate. They're trying to offload employees. They're trying to reduce their costs. They're trying to become more efficient as a distributor of gaming product. They're going to go into the digital area as well, I think. I believe that what we're going to see eventually is a company that will be very much used by game creators as a promoter of new games. This will be the place that gamers will go to get the straight goods from critics and other senior gamers out there who will try and test out new games and then tell the gamers at GameStop, hey, I just tried this game right here. You can download it here inside the GameStop network. And then GameStop will get a royalty on everything that's sold through their online network to the billions of gamers who will follow these gods that are the top gamers in the world. Why am I the only one seeing this? Why doesn't anyone else in Wall Street get it? They just don't understand how powerful this is and how many hundreds of billions of dollars are going to transact going forward on gaming, and GameStop will be right in the middle of it. I don't know why they think. Maybe this is it. Maybe the Wall Street guys actually think that the Amazons of the world will corner the gaming market because of how big they are. And I'm going, really? You think gamers are going to be satisfied to go to a generic, sterile Amazon site and just try to buy a game for $39.97 when they can go to GameStop and they can watch the game being played by a professional who can really max this thing out with other, there might be 5 gamers who are together doing a review of the gamers they trust. They know that they know. And then if you buy it through the GameStop system, you get loyalty points, you get credits towards other product. Are you kidding me? Amazon hasn't got a prayer against these guys. Not a chance how these guys are going to set this up. But don't worry, Amazon. They're not going to try and sell books against you. Don't worry about it. Your books are safe. And if you want to buy a pair of pants, folks, go ahead and buy them on Amazon. But if you want to get into the gaming thing and you want to understand the new controllers and you want to understand the new headphones and all the accessories that GameStop is going to offer you guys, why would any of you want to go to a sterile Amazon thing? If GameStop can deliver in 24 hours or less, just like Amazon can, there's no advantage there. I kind of wonder, how do we get AMC to go up? I don't know. Maybe if they sell theaters to the max. In any event, GameStop is going to completely be transformed here. 270 a share. Chump change. Amazon is $3,100 a share right now. Apple is 120 something after the split. They're really at 600, almost 600 a share, 500 a share. Tesla is at 700 a share right now. That's 3,500 because they split 5 for 1. GameStop has 70 million outstanding. That's it. There's only 70 million, and they're at 270 a share. All right. If these guys make $5 a share in say 2 years from now, and they trade at 200 times earnings, it's $1,000 a share. If they make $10 a share, they trade at 200 times earnings, that's $2,000 a share. If they make $15 a share, and the expectation is that they're going to add 25 to 50% a year in earnings after that, they'll trade at $300 a share, 300 times earnings, and they'll trade at $3,000 a share. They're 271 right now. 70 million outstanding. That's it. There aren't 7 billion shares outstanding. There aren't 700 million shares. There's 70 million shares, 2.4 billion gamers, 55 million members of their existing club. These are just simple stats. Okay, if every member of the GameStop family were to buy 1 share of GameStop as a long-term investment as a gamer, that's 55 million shares right there out of the 70 million that exist. That right there would take the stock to 600 a share right now. The shorts would be down $50 billion to $80 billion. That's how much they'd be short now. These guys, these shorters, they've got kahunas to be short this stock. They really do. They got kahunas because they're forgetting. They're just forgetting. There's a lack of supply of paper available to them with any kind of a buy wave into the stock as people realize what the potential of the company actually is. They just are oblivious to the reality of how many billions they're about to lose. And I'm just your Uncle Bruce here. I'm the guy that you hang out with to kind of go, Bruce, what do you think? In plain English, can you tell me in plain English what you think is going to happen with the stock? And I'm going, it's going to over 1,000 a share on its corporate plans. The shorting and everything else is just going to be piled on for free. That's just the fireworks of the show. The meat of the deal here is this company is completely going to 180 itself, and it's already happening. And that's the other thing the street doesn't get. They think that the press release that the company made a week and a bit ago, they think that's the beginning of the turn. Certainly on CNBC, they think so. As a matter of fact, on CNBC, they're going, oh, it looks like the company is going to become an e-commerce company. That's interesting. What? Where have you guys been? Wake up. Anyway, those of us out here who want to rock, we're already rocking. We're already rolling. We already know what the game is. We're so far ahead of the rest of them. And here we are, 272, 273. this stuff's cheap. What's going to happen here? Future millionaire, future GameStop millionaire the third. Hey, Bruce, just curious on your thoughts on that Ryan Cohen tweet yesterday. Thanks and keep up the good work. P.S. I want to rock. Also, Amazon sucks. Sometimes people send you damaged product, wrong products from all those random vendors. Yeah. I mean, you wonder, you put in an order for something on Amazon and it arrives in your house. You got to ask yourself this simple question. These pants that arrived that I got today, were they sent to someone else already? I'm the third guy to get these pair of pants because they've been shipped back every time. Am I buying these pants from a vendor from Amazon that, has ordered in a zillion items from wherever? It's all knockoff stuff and it's just shipping it out as the actual label. You have no idea. And have you got someone to talk to about it? No, you can send it back though. I mean, yeah, you can send it back. But do you want to play this game? Do you want to get in a gaming system from Amazon and not know if it's real or not? Do you want to play that game? If you're going to deal with GameStop, do you think GameStop needs this crap to have independent other third-party vendors that they don't know who they are? Some guys working out of a garage in Wisconsin or out of a warehouse out of I don't know where. To send you, they don't need that. They've got their warehouses, they've got the merchandise, they have the licensing agreements, and it's warranted, and it's gamers supplying gamers the product that gamers want and deserve. Hey, this stuff isn't cheap, It's not like you're getting a gaming system that's retailing for whatever it is, $600, and you're getting it for $99.99. That's a knockoff. You're not going to buy a knockoff. Are you kidding me? Why would you buy a knockoff? Yeah, I wonder about that. Rich, hey Bruce, Rich and Steph are watching. We watch you every morning. We love you. Steph just told me this morning she's pregnant. Can we get you to shout out so we can tell the family by showing them this video? Oh my gosh, congratulations, you guys. What have you been up to? Way to go. How does that happen anyway? Fantastic. Congrats and much success and way to go. Greg, I'm with you. However, GameStop will be competing with Steam, the Amazon of online gaming. GameStop has exclusive licensing deals, though competition is good. Oh yeah, Greg, worry not for little old GameStop. I mean, what kind of a percentage of the market does GameStop need to get to double or triple their presence? 1%, 3%, 4%? I mean, really, they could be mediocre and do unbelievably well. I mean, there's just so much potential for this entity, such upside. And with 70 million shares, they don't have to make $1 billion in profit to justify a $200 stock. This is the other cool thing. They make $70 million, that's $1 a share profit. They make $700 million in profit, that's $10 a share. $200 time earnings multiple because of the growth curve. It's a $2,000 stock right there. This is done. It won't take much for all of you in the 273 range where it is right now to make money. In other words, to justify this price of $2.73 at 100 times earnings, they got to make what, $270 a share? They have to make $2.70 a share profit, which is like $170 million a year in profit. And they're a their numbers were $5 billion in sales to $10 billion in sales, depending on who you're listening to. If you're listening to the middle of the pandemic sales estimates, they were $5 billion a year in sales. If you're listening to the numbers from 5 years ago, it was over $10 billion in sales. If you're listening to this is what their sales will be in the next year because all the stores will be open again, probably going to be in the 7 to 9 billion range. If you listen to Uncle Bruce and say, well, Uncle Bruce is saying they're going after the 2.4 billion people they're not servicing now on their very highly sophisticated, evolving series of websites in every language you can imagine. With worldwide shipping, Bruce is thinking easily 8 to 10 billion in sales in a few years, almost all of which will be online, and a couple of billion will be through stores, probably, or more. I don't know, but it'll be. I'm thinking of the online sales. I'm just thinking online. If it's e-commerce, 8 billion, it's an $1,100 stock. If it's 16 billion online sales in 5 years, it's a $2,000, $4,000 stock, depending on the profit margins and everything. I mean, they'll split it. They'll split the stock and all. Yeah, of course they will. And it's 273 now. That's all I'm getting at. Really, it's cheap compared to what it's going to be. How do you think GameStop earnings will go and what could happen as a result of it? The call will be interesting because it'll be pretty dry. The management will be careful in what they say and how they say it, because of every, for every one analyst that's listening in, there'll be 10 securities lawyers listening in. And all these law firms that specialize in suing public companies, there'll be a bunch of those guys listening in, waiting to hear what they say and how they say what they say, and then pouncing on them if they in any way exaggerate. But what will happen after that is the interpretation of what they say will be the fun part. That's where I come in, where the opinionators like me, people say, Bruce, what do you think they meant by that press release they did, or that conference call? What do you think? And then I can go, I don't own any shares of the company, and this is just my personal opinion, and here we go. And now here you are. It's free speech, and you decide whether I know what I'm talking about or not, or whether I'm a dreamer or whether I'm an exaggerator. But that's up to you to decide, and it's all okay. But the lawyers will be watching what they do, and they're going to be kind of like, they're going to have if they're on camera, they're going to have their suits on, and they're going to be stiff as boards. They're going to be like this. Well, we think that we're going to have a very good quarter this year, or we're very excited about our future. Of course, that's what they have to be. They have to be careful. Off camera, they're just going to be going, yeah, we're rocking, baby. We're going to kick ass. We're going to make this happen. Yeah, well, that's how it is. That's how it is when I had a public company, of course. Can you explain the quadruple witching that's going to happen next week? There's just going to be a whole lot of adjustments to portfolios out there. We're going to see a lot of index funds, ETFs, mutual funds make adjustments to their portfolios in the last hour of next Friday. And a whole bunch of ETFs, especially index funds, are way underweighted. GameStop, they're way underweighted. They have got to get GameStop stock into their portfolios to properly reflect the index performance that they're supposed to be mirroring. And the higher that GameStop goes, the bigger a percentage of the value of an index GameStop is, whether it's a Russell 2000 or a 1000, or if it's a retail sub-index from S&P or from, not S&P, but any retail index. There's just so much adjusting is going to have to be done on these portfolios that there is not enough GameStop to go around for everybody who needs it. That's the bottom line. Actually, yesterday, Trades was in your live, and you didn't even notice, so he left. You have to pay attention to comments. Oh, thank you, Ashley, for that. I'm not mad at Ashley for this comment. I thank you. Look, I'm getting 10,000 comments an hour. 10,000 comments an hour, and not all of them are nice. Some of them are, as you can imagine, are somewhat anti-Uncle Bruce. And or some of these comments attack fellow viewers. And then there are some folks here who are just posting the same message 20 times in a row in a couple of minutes. And they're trying to muddle up this chat area, which means that good people like Trey and others who would really like to say hi to me or reach out or whatever, I don't see their message. It just goes by. Yeah, I could hire 5 moderators. I could hire 5 moderators and ask them to stick around for between 3 and 7 hours each. And it'll cost me a virtual fortune to do that. And even then, they're going to try to talk to me while I'm talking to you, and I'll be distracted by my own people. Again, not getting me where I want to go. So I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And if any of you out there who are really trying to get me a message and I don't get it, it's not your fault. It's my fault. It is the way it is. It is this universe. There are 7,700 beautiful people here right now who are hanging out with yours truly and yourselves. And I welcome you all to the party. But it is kind of crazy, isn't it? On Wednesday, there were 23,000 of you here. As the stock was just getting hammered, there were 23,000 here watching every word I was saying. And the comments were just, of course, that's how it is. So anyway, we're working on it. Visceral Records, Bruce, a gang for life. Keep it up, buddy. The old ways of brick and mortar are the days of the past. You're the only boomer that gets it. See, why is it that? Why is it that I'm the only guy who gets it? Really, I don't understand how I get it, and then there are professionals on Wall Street and elsewhere who are supposed to get it and are not getting it. I don't know whose pocket are they in. I don't know. Hi there, Bruce. Some more greetings from the Netherlands. So in the money call options causing a gamma squeeze today. How does this work? We could have something here. We're at 272.55 on the pre-market. We have 16 minutes to go until we open up. So what can I say, guys? It's crazy. Love you from Ontario, Uncle Bruce. Bruce, do the five. Love you from Ontario. Thank you. I don't know what the do the five means. Is that something hip that I'm not aware of? Let's go. Someone's saying here. Thank you, Kevin, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, all of you, for all of your tolerance of this YouTuber. I appreciate you. You're very kind to me, and these donations obviously prove that, doesn't it? Ryan, people would be moderators for free. You don't need to pay them. Yeah, but you know, I cannot day in and day out have that kind of. I can't have that. I just no. That's not right. That is just no, not right. Hammer D. Hi, Bruce. I'm a lawyer by trade, but I've done a GMB, a GameStop-based version of the great Stan Rogers, Mary Ellen Carter, just for fun. If anyone wants to check it out, type GameStop will rise again into the YouTube. Oh, that should be fun. Jennifer loves Stan Rogers. Jennifer plays Stan Rogers all the time. She'd get a kick out of this. That's pretty cool, Hammer D. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Very interesting. Hi there, Bruce. Some more greetings. And then this has disappeared. People would be monitors for free. Never mind. Good morning, Bruce, from Cody Mitchell. Morning, Bruce. Go subscription. Do you think that GameStop shirts have given up because they're bankrupt? Either way, it might. I don't think they're bankrupt. Smash the like button, says CompWiz. Thank you so much, guys, for all of these great comments. And like I said, I'm trying to read them as best I can, but they're flying through here like you cannot believe, or maybe you can believe. Bruce, what's the significance of the $800 calls? If these people really think GameStop's going that high, why not call at a lower value or buy now? I know, Eddie. It's I try to interpret with all my years of experience. I try to interpret what is going on out there, and it's sometimes just not working out in my head. I'm doing what I can with what I got. I haven't gotten much. $800 calls on a $272 stock that expire today or next week. Although I admit the stock once was $20 a share back in January, and 2 weeks later it was $400. So there's a factor there of 20, right? This stock is $272. Factor times 20, $5,000 a share, right? $5,400. It was $50 a share 2+ weeks ago. 20 time factor, $1,000 a share. So okay, you can't argue with the math. The math is, but the reality of that actually happening is the other factor. But look, people were buying these contracts for pennies, and they're thinking, yeah, I'm throwing $1,000 at this. I lose it. I don't care. It's $1,000. If I'm right, and this 1,000 turns into $1 million, who's the idiot now? I mean, who's the moron? So, hey, there it is. I nothing more to say. Whatever I say will be wrong anyway. John Flower, love your great work, Uncle Bruce. John, what does that 3 thing mean? I don't know. Is that code for something that is good or bad? I don't know. Jonathan, don't worry about it. You do the best you can. We love you. Thanks, man. And guys and girls, Goldberg, come to Brazil. Thank you. Wouldn't that be fun? Bucket list. Absolutely. What do we got here? Random MS want to get out of the game delivery business. So what if GameStop were to become the delivery for Xbox and DLC? That would be huge. I mean, you may have noticed that Microsoft has closed all their stores. That's been announced. So they're out of retail. GameStop has retail, but they want out too. And could Microsoft and the gaming division and GameStop and the online gaming division, could there be something there? Could there be something with Sony and GameStop? Because you don't see 20,000 Sony stores all over the world. I mean, I remember there used to be a Sony store in Calgary where I lived, and I loved going into the Sony store because I would look at the product, go, look how expensive it is. I couldn't afford it. So what's the future? I don't know. Smash that like button, says Comp. Thank you, buddy. So maybe the Microsoft people, or maybe the Sony people, or maybe game developing companies will come to GameStop, or they'll link up and they'll figure out a way to we make, manufacture, you sell to people. We work that game out, and we make and we don't sell anywhere else but to you, to people. We do exclusives, or we do separate certain launches. I mean, there's a whole new world order coming in the retail business to you and I through these very complicated, very complex, and very expensive arrangements. This will happen. Tony, thank you. Random has a point. People are forgetting Microsoft made a partnership with GameStop. One thing about Microsoft is any investment they make, they will stay till it's profitable. And that's right. There is a royalty being paid to GameStop by Microsoft now. There is already an online relationship here, a digital relationship between Microsoft and GameStop. Excuse me. No one on Wall Street talks about this. Nobody. The details haven't been released yet. We don't actually know what exactly this is, but I think it's a good thing. I think if a company like GameStop that has a market cap value of what was it yesterday, $18 billion, can make a deal with a company that has a market cap value of over $1 trillion, and both parties are very happy with each other's work and a relationship and long-term engagement. Yeah, $1.7 trillion market value for Microsoft. Just kind of okay, 18 billion, 1.7 trillion. They're pals, they're partners in this gaming area. This stock is $273 a share. I'm talking about GameStop. It's $273. This is cheap. This is, forget about where it was. Forget about what it used to be. This company, where it's going, and the deals they're making. And then there's this Ryan Cohen guy in the middle of all this. That's gasoline on a fire, folks. I don't understand why it isn't 500 right now. It's 272. And there are some of you asking me, do you think I should buy it on a dip? If it goes down like $5, should I buy it? Just buy it. Just, if you want it, buy it. But you buy it for a year. Buy it for 18 months. Buy it for 2 years. And forget about this minute-to-minute stuff. Just get it, set it, forget it, enjoy it. Watch the show. It's going to be a fireworks show. This entity is going to another dimension that most of us, especially guys like me in this age group, I'm 65, have no clue what this means and what's going to happen. But I have 3 is a heart. Three is a heart. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Buy it. Buy the stock. Enjoy. Don't worry about the ride in the meantime. They're not going out of business. There will be the odd manipulation of the stock, higher and lower. Yeah. Welcome to the markets. It happens with Tesla. It happens with AMC shares. It happens with everything. It always has, always will. Welcome to the markets, kids. You get it. You hold your nose. You jump into the pool, and you feel the water being a little cold at the beginning, and then you warm it up, and then you get used to it. It's all good. Folks are telling me what that means, and it means this. Thank you, guys. I know that Mo Money wants to hang out with me. I know that. Thank you, Mo Money, for approaching me. There will be a time we'll chat, but I am just a little tied up right now with what's going on, trying to figure out what's happening myself. And I can't bring anything more to the table than maybe you already know that I have. But, there will come a time. I'm going to figure out one day where I might get 5 of us together on one show. I'll get all the guys here if I can. If they will have me, I'll host a 5 or 6 guy, and it's guys because there are no females who do this. I wish there were. We'll do a YouTube get together called a mega collab, and we'll see if we can get 100,000 people watching live at the same time and just crash YouTube. That could be kind of fun. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Thank you, everybody. We're 6 minutes from the opening. We have 3,200 thumbs ups right now. If you could kindly see it in your heart to thumb up this show. Please give me a thumbs up. Thumb up this show. If you could thumb up this host, I would really appreciate that. I just got a twisted sister mind going on right now. Thank you for thumbs ups, guys. Keep them coming. Let's get this show up to 5,000 and 10,000 thumbs ups as humanly possible. Show YouTube that this is where the party is at. Get new people in here who have no idea that there's this Uncle Bruce guy talking about GameStop the way he is. And let's have some fun. Thank you, everybody, so much for all of this. I think I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I'm in such trouble. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you, everybody. What do I have here? I've got another a shout out. I've got to get out, and I'm going to do this right now for somebody here, just so I get this off my plate. I've got to do this. Here it is right here. It's a shout out to someone who has a Redbubble store, which is actually competing with me, which is kind of funny, but I still honor a commitment. Go to Redbubble and grab a Bruce mug, which is cool. Then rock it over to Stonk 101 for your Stonk swag. That's Stonk 101 on Redbubble. Stay calm and hold to the moon, and there we are. And you can check out the Stonk swag over there, and you got my stuff over here, and Redbubble is Redbubble, and Redbubble is a good place. And so thank you for the donation, and I'm happy to do this for you. A deal's a deal. Who else have I got? I've got any more? There's one other. I'm supposed to do one more, and I can't find it. Oh no! I don't want to be upsetting people. I've upset some people who sent me donations who said, "You said you were going to promote me and you didn't do it." I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can with what we haven't got, and I can tell you right now, I ain't got much. No, I can't find it. I'm so disorganized, and it's a one-man show, and it's a one-man panic situation. And thank you for watching a man panic on the air. Swirler, man, you are unbelievable. These donations you make to me, time and time again. Thank you so much for being so kind to me. 274 on GameStop. Keep your stick in the ice. Keep your stick on the ice and hold steady through peaks and troughs. We are headed to the moon. That's right. Those are wise words. That's exactly what we're going to do here. These shares are going to go substantially higher, and people on certain networks are going to go, "Why? I don't understand it." And because they're not doing their homework. They're headline readers, and they're not being. What can I say? Rocker Dom, Stock Markets with Bruce. Humble Trader is an Asian American woman who has an awesome channel about the stock market. You should talk to her. See, now there, just like I said, I didn't know of a female doing it, and there we are right there. See how ignorant I am? Thank you for that. It will happen. It will. I will get to the point where I will, know who's who in the zoo. Diablo unit number 13. That's a good question. We got 2 minutes to go before we open, right? And of course we are, because look what CNBC is doing. It's got a commercial. They got a commercial. 2 minutes before we open, we're at 274 on the stock right now. And I want to know, Diablo wants to know, everybody wants to know what's going to happen today. And I want to know, what is it that you want to do with the rest of your life? Come a little closer, kids. Come, in case you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm asking you, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Do you just want to be a wimp? Do you want to be a winner? Do you want to be a loser? What do you, a little closer. I'm asking you, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Answer? I want to rock! I don't want to wake up Jen too much. Let's have some fun today. You notice I haven't shaved. If I get too close, you'll see all the blotches. We don't want to do that. Let's keep this radio face where it belongs, in a safe place so that none of you get sick. I'm not here to gross you guys out, okay? Thank you all for being here. We're getting ready to open the markets. Where are we going with this stuff? Is there a short seller lurking in the weeds? You can't short the stock by hitting bids because we're going into the, we're on the short restricted list here. But let's rock and let's roll and have some fun and let's make some money. And you know, it's all good times. Let's hope the shares do what they're supposed to do, like as in go up and go up a lot. Wouldn't that be nice? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce on a typical Friday. We closed at $260 last night on GameStop. Where are we going to open right now? Let's figure it out and let's get going. The folks are here on the CNBC network. They're talking about the opening and let's get it going. It looks like the first trade on GameStop on the New York Stock Exchange for Friday, March the 12th, looks to me to be about a $272 opening approximately, a $12 gain, give or take. I think we're going to find out here in a minute or two as we wait for these first trades to click through. 273 now, I think, is where the shares are, and now 269. So, you know, make a liar out of me. It's going to jump around. This is the morning, the early morning. Let's see how things settle out, and let's see where we take it from here. But let's rock. Let's have some fun. Let's have some good time. Twisted Sister, have any of you been watching these Spinal Tap videos I've been recommending to you? Did you watch the Stonehenge video? Did you watch the Big Bottoms video from Spinal Tap? You watch any of the highlights on YouTube? There's a whole bunch of clips on YouTube about Spinal Tap. You want to know what rock and roll is really about, the inner workings, the deep inner workings, the psychological torment that these guys go through. You have to watch This is Spinal Tap. Get the movie, watch the whole movie, and then you tell me if you recognize a gazillion actors in that movie who make cameos. What a fantastic piece of work by oh, you know, now I can't remember his name. Meathead from All in the Family. He did the he was the guy responsible for that movie. Absolutely incredible. I want to rock. 276, 277, 278. We're up $16. I want to hike the Triple Crown with my wife. Okay, I'm not sure. I think you want to go see those races. That's what you mean. I get it. If that's not what you mean, I don't get it. Oh my gosh! Thank you everybody for hanging out with Uncle Bruce. $279.50. We're up $19. Is anyone unhappy right now? I hope you're not unhappy. I hope you're happy. Let's rock. Let's go, baby. 283. Someone's saying. Let's run this thing. You know, we have so much money to make and so little time to make it. Come on. It's time. It's our turn. Isn't it our turn? It's our turn to make money, isn't it? The hedge funds have had their turn. 283.50 up 23.50. Let's go. $1,000 a share. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts, no excuses. Let's just go there. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming by. Nothing to see here but blood on the floor from the hedge funds. There you go. Doubters will pay. Dearly, doubters will pay. Anyway, there you go. It's our turn. Let's keep going, boys. 280. GameStop 350 today. See, now we're talking. Moon. There we go. Don't be paper hands. 287 of the high. Yeah, we're starting off with an okay little rush, a little run here. Volume 1.7 million. That's telling. 1.7 million, and it's up $20 a share. Where is the selling? Chris, how you doing? I want to do whatever I want, whenever I want. That's right. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want what I want. When I want. I don't. What is that? Spice Girls? I don't know that. I don't know the lyrics on that. I'm a little too old for those girls. Jared, this one's called, you know, "Lick My Love Pump." That's a true song. That is a true song. This is not. We're not being gross here. That is a song from Spinal Tap. And if you really want to know what rock and roll's about, you got to watch those videos. That's right. I want to do what I want, whenever I want. And okay. Oh my gosh, we're having fun. Are you having fun? Is it an okay opening for you guys? We're up $22 a share. Is anyone not happy? We're up $22. Let's go from here. In D minor. That's right. That is the most. You know, when you do a song in D minor, that is the most saddest key to do a song in D minor. In D minor. Serious Weapon. That's right, Serious Weapon. You know, there's a video about this. And then, of course, there's a video about, you know, turning your guitar to 11. You got the amplifier. It's that one more. It's just that one more, little louder than everybody else. That Yes, rock and roll. You got to know this stuff. If you're a rock and roll fan, you have to know this. You've got to watch Spinal Tap. Irving, GameStop still on the short restricted list? Yes, it is. Greetings from Mexico. Arriba. Yeah, buddy. It is on restricted short sell list, which means the stock could go much higher. That could. I'm just saying. That miniature bread is a complete catastrophe. The miniature bread. Oh gosh, 280 on GameStop right now. That's where it's at this morning. No volume coming in on the sell side. That's for sure. Puppy on the train. I don't know about the whole rest of my life, but if this goes well, I intend to start a Warren Zevon cover band, rock like a classic. Max Schnell. Mark Schnell. I'm bringing a Dram Fay Scotland just for you when we land on the moon. Okay. Bruce is being savage, laughing out loud. He's being savage. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for being here, hanging out with yours truly on a Friday morning. We're 5 minutes into the opening on the market. GameStop is up 17 points. The Dow is up 74. That's record territory, I think. And the S&P is down 17. The Nasdaq's down 197. The 10-year Treasury note is up again on the what is it, 160 or something like that. I'm not worried about it. I'm not caring about it. The Dow, like I say, is up. Everybody see the markets. I'm just watching David Faber talking here about this. Stock market's on track. Stock's on track for the best weekly gain in 5 weeks. So, yeah, and GameStop is doing great. John, Uncle Bruce, we love you so much. Thank you for keeping those hands diamond. We're happy to rock with you. You and Jen are breaths of fresh air. And Jen again, sends all her love to all of you out there. She sends her bewilderment. Why do you like my husband so much? But then again, she's been with this guy since 1976. I mean, I'm nothing new to her. I'm just the guy. I'm just that guy. But that you folks have discovered the guy that she's been hanging out with since 76 and find him as interesting as you do is a bewilderment to her, but she loves it. She's not dissuading you. She's great. Thank you, everybody. Seth Fendon, good morning, Bruce. Love your show. Can you explain what the restricted short list means? I missed it. All it means is that on the New York Stock Exchange, you cannot, as a short seller, sell stock into the market at every price you can find for the stock. So you can't run it down by hitting every bid, bang, 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 and try to rifle it off and machine gun the stock against every seller. You have to offer stock at a higher price than the last trade it priced it traded at. So it's trading at 273.54. You can't sell it at 273.54. You can only sell it at 273.55 or higher. If it's trading at 278, you can't sell it at 275. You have to sell it at 278.01 or 02 or 10 or higher. You cannot hit bids and drive a market down when it's on a restricted list. Tesla volume and AC knobs both go to 11. Just saying. That's right. Teslas go to 11. That's right. They go to 11. And so do the knobs on the guitars and the amplifiers for Spinal Tap, because they are a rock and roll band that knows how it's done. And they have kindly allowed a movie to be made of themselves so that you can see for yourself just what it's like behind the scenes with a real rock and roll band. I mean, Garth Brooks on stage, his guitar doesn't go to 11. It doesn't. And AC/DC, as loud as they are, their guitars don't go to 11. Neither Spinal Tap are the masters of what it's really like to be a successful rock and roll band on stage. This is why you have to watch that movie. I'm saying, just saying. David, hedges can short the ETF to get around the SSR. If the ETF has a 10% drop, it too gets restricted, but I guess they could try it. But that's not going to move the market on GameStop just because an ETF is moving. The ETFs don't adjust their portfolios during the middle of the day because their values are going up and down. They're not going to be doing that. They might do that at the end of a week or end of a month, but not at any one moment. Again, GameStop, with only 70 million outstanding, is poised for a heck of a move here, I think. It's just me though. I'm saying it. I'm not David Faber, but I'm just saying. Thank you, everybody, for being here and following me and trying to make sense of what is he talking about. Spinal Tap, what a classic. Classic amps all sometimes go to 12. All my mummies hate Garth Brooks. You're telling me we all know 11 is one more. What are you telling me, Bruce? Should I buy whatever or whatever? Buy GameStop. James, what do you think about Michael Burry's inflation doomsday predictions? Just grabbed your shirt from Redbubble. Look, doomsday? I mean, what kind of inflation is doomsday? 4%, 6%, 8%? I've lived through inflation of 15%. We're still here. Those are the 70s. Inflation was 15%. And on the radio, we heard Boston for the first time. What was wrong with that? That was okay. Disco was created during the inflation runs, but we survived disco. Rap music was created during that time frame and into the 80s, and we're still alive. It's all okay. Inflation is not a doomsday scenario. The music will still come out, the rock will still be there, and stocks will keep going higher. And of course, if where's that comment? Bruce is a bit out of touch. No kidding, Sherlock. Like, no kidding. Bruce is out of touch. Duh. But then he attacks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, inflation can go up, but rock and roll goes on. And companies that are in the middle of an inflation situation, just raise their prices. That's all they do, because we expect them to do that. We buy into it. We get sucked into the idea of, prices are supposed to go up 10% a year. I'll pay more because I got a 5% raise because inflation went up 10%. I'm supposedly better off. And so there you go. Oh man. Gary, goodbye. Moving on. Jeremy, make videos of each important question or learning lesson, then let people know you have a video posted explaining it. Thank you for the advice, Jeremy. I have a few things to be doing for sure, and I've got a lot on my plate, and that definitely is on the plate too. Thank you. Did GameStop really go to 440 last night in the aftermarket, and why? No, it did not. It was just a glitch on the system. It happens. Systems glitch. It really didn't do that. Okay. It's okay. What else is happening here? What Bruce, you kill me, man. You kill me. Like I say, we got bots here trying to kind of ask stupid questions. Stupid bots get eliminated as soon as I can get my hands on them. They're gone. Don't worry about it. Wow, fun times. $274 up $14 a share right now. Bruce is a stock stud. He's a true patriot. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's kind of scary. You are my idol. I love you. Love you too, guys. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Everybody, thank you for being here and hanging out. I appreciate it. I love you too. Thank you. What else is going on here? You're right. Noon, but Spinal Tap can go to 11. Maybe GameStop cracked me up. Thanks for keeping me grounded daily during the first stock excursion. Yes, we want to rock and we want to go to 11. And GameStop has to go to 11. It can't go to 10. It's got to go to 11. So just turn that knob up all the way to 11. And $1,100 a share right there. There it is. Jonas, did GameStop really go to 440? No. Again, I've answered that question. I'm sorry. Just a bit, overwhelmed with a million comments coming through at the same time. Thank you all for your participation into this morning's crazy show with this crazy YouTuber. Dow's up 116 points. S&P down 15 for S&P. NASDAQ down 197. That's where we are right now. AMC is saying the rent will rise significantly as a result of deferred obligations. And AMC was operating at 21.9% of leased and partnership international theaters as of March 5 with limited seating. AMC says if attendance increases as expected, liquidity will comply with covenants through March 2022. So AMC will survive as a company, but they will not be making a lot of money as a company going forward. They are going to be paying a lot of whatever cash they bring in is going to their bankers who worked out a deal with these guys to survive the pandemic. They're going to be restricted to 20 to 40 to 60% capacity in many markets. And that, is just going to keep them down from making a ton of cash. I mean, that's just how it is. And so if you're thinking that AMC is just going to become a cash cow and just run to the moon, not going to happen. They can't charge you $100 a seat for a theater because you're not going to pay it. They can only charge you for the seat that they've charged you in the past, and now you might be obligated to wear a mask in the theater, except when you're chomping your popcorn. It's not going to be the same experience that you're used to, and so welcome to the new world. It's going to be somewhat yucky, but that's what it is. And they can't open up 2,500 new theaters next week, because that doesn't work that way. And movies aren't coming out from Hollywood every week, 20 a week. I mean, that's not going to happen. The studios are going to feed out movies as they can get the audience to the movies. This is all, it's been throttled down. The whole movie business is throttled down. Cruising won't start till next year, I don't think. And so cruise lines aren't going to be at full capacity either for a long time. This is just expect this, and it'll be the online world where there'll be unlimited upside. Is the online world, and that's where we talk about, I don't know, GameStop. We talk about GameStop. We talk about other online marketers and e-commerce companies that are doing well. The stay-at-home economy companies are going to do very well. We are 10 years down the road now for the stay-at-home economy. We are 10 years ahead of where we were supposed to be from a year ago, because a year ago we were still commuting to our jobs. At least a lot of you were. I was here talking about cruise ship holidays. The commuting was being done, and people were listening to the radios and their podcasts in their cars, or they're commuting in their trains or their buses or subways or whatever they were doing, riding their bikes to the office. That is largely over, largely not happening with many people anymore. And there are now a lot of people out there who are realizing, I don't ever want to do that again. I don't ever want to have to commute an hour and 15 minutes each way to my crappy job with my crappy boss. Why am I killing myself to go to a place where I'm just going to get the crap beat out of me from life-sucking forces that do me no good? Why would I do that? I can be crappy at home. And I figured out that I'm not crappy at home. I kind of like it. And I also don't have to be at home in a high-rise condo in downtown wherever. I can get out, and I can now live in an RV anywhere I want to be. I can live in an apartment in the suburbs. I can rent a house in a small town, or I can live full-time where my parents wanted to retire to all their lives and only got there for the last 10 years of their lives. I, at age 35, 40, I can go now. The whole family, we can go now. We're going to grab the kids. We're going to dump everything here, put it in a big old moving truck or have a big yard sale. And we're moving to the place that my wife and I have been fantasizing about living when we retire someday. If we ever get there, we're going now, because we're employed now wherever we are. It doesn't matter where we are. I think there are going to be people in the next year, when travel opens up, who are going to travel the world and not have a home for 2 years. They're just going to be traveling. They're going to put all their stuff in storage, and they're going to fly to a country and spend 2 months there. And they're going to work online, and then they're going to sightsee for 5 hours a day. And then they're going to work the next morning for 4 hours, and they're going to sightsee for 4 hours. And they're going to enjoy exotic foods and see exotic places. And they're going to download games from GameStop and play online with that. And GameStop's going to keep them posted on what's going on with their gaming world. I see people becoming nomads, willingly, wantingly, desperately, because they didn't get that college trip in when they graduated from school. They had that job offer from Uncle Ned or from that law firm, whatever, and they went right into a career out of university and just slaved and gave it all up and let go of that backpack trip that they could have had in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s. 281 on GameStop, by the way. They're gonna travel now. I see people going to Europe and renting an RV for 6 months and traveling Europe in an RV for 6 months. Husband and wife, maybe with kids, maybe not, empty nesters or not, whatever, 279, 280 on the stock, with their laptops, and they're employed. they're going to spend $100 a day, $200 a day on the road, and they're going to make $200-$300 a day between the two of them because they're both working. But they don't have any rent to pay because they've put everything in storage. They don't have an apartment. They've sold the condo. They dumped the house. They're liquid and they're mobile, and they're going to travel for 6 months in Europe, and then they're going to fly from there to Africa. They're going to go to Asia. They're going to go to South America. They're out. They've been freed up, and they're now realizing I don't need to be in that cubicle anymore with those supervisors who are being ground from above them. They're grinding them to grind me. I'm not playing that game anymore. Forget about it. I am out of here. Not gonna do it. I'm going to be freed up, and I'm going to be mobile, and I'm going to explore the world because it's all about me. Yes, it's time that it's about me and my well-being, because I'm never going to be 35 again. I'm never going to be 40, 45 again. I'm never going to be 50, 55 again. I'm never going to be 60, 65 again. I'm going to live now. This is it. I don't care about my corporate reputation and my LinkedIn profile. I don't care. I've got work I can do online, and I can go, baby. And I don't have to be a victim of this culture where I am ground to the nth degree, and I gotta beg my boss, please let me have a week off at Christmas time because my Aunt Sadie is coming in, and he says, no, I need you in here, and you don't come in here, you're fired. Oh my God, why are you living like that? Why would anyone want to live like that? And millions of you have been. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Time to say goodbye to these people. Get out of there. And the corporate world is now realizing, oh my God, hugely talented people are on the loose. And we can't cage them up anymore inside these cubicles like we used to. And we used to be able to just beat them up all the time and psychologically torture them. They're out. And they're now setting the terms for their employment rather than us telling them what they're supposed to do. They're telling us what they'll do for us. Oh, has everything just turned? I think so. Thank you, pandemic. What has a pandemic done for you? It may have liberated you from a life of being subservient. Is that subservient? Whatever that word is, like being a slave to your boss. You might have been freed up. The chains have broken. At first, they thought they were doing themselves a favor by letting you go and work from home, and we don't have to pay the rent anymore for that cubicle you're in. And we're going to make even more money off of you because you're working at home and you're desperate for us to give you work. And then you're realizing, I can get work from other people. Because everyone's looking for people to work from home. Why don't I look around for work that I can get out of? Maybe I go to Fiverr and offer my services, or maybe I can just do some postings. I can network with friends and find work that I can do from this location for others, and I'll just charge an hourly rate as a consultant. And I'm no longer a victim or a captive of this entity that has been just driving me up the wall. Yeah. How many people out there were hoping every quarter that you wouldn't be laid off, when the next round of layoffs came? Those games will be over. Can you tell me about Alfira, Tilray? If I'm holding Alfira, does that mean and the merger? I'm confused. I'm going crazy. There's a corporate. If it's a corporate merger going on, it's a stock deal. I'm not sure what the ratio is. Everyone will end up with stock in the new entity, whatever ratio you came in at. So. Again, I don't know the numbers because I don't know this deal because I don't follow this deal, but you're going to be a holder of the merged company when it's all said and done. And the two are merging either because they feel they can grow better together, or it's a survival move. Maybe they're merging together because as separate companies, they were both going broke. And as one, they might stave off elimination and have enough power to hang around a little while. I don't know. Uncle Bruce is woke, y'all. Listen, he's woke. Is that good? I think that's good. I think woke is good. Baking subservience. There. Thank you, baking subservience. There you have it. Living the dream. That's right, baby. Living the dream. A subservient. Bruce, let's eat this bagel right out the sunset. There you go. Thank you, everybody. 276 on the stock. It's been jumping around here, high of the 286 range, I think, right? 4.5 million shares, very light, up 1891 on light volume. Very good. That is very good. Dynamic cucumber, subservient. Thank you. Robert, freedom. Thank you, Bruce. Freedom. That's right. That's right. We will no longer be trapped in this environment any longer. We're getting out. Bruce, preach. You nailed it. We're going. We're getting away. You're not holding us back anymore. You bastards. We're out of here. Apparently, Copenhagen is amazing. I don't doubt it. Eat a bagel, man. Bruce is a sub. Bruce is a. Oh my gosh. Bruce, I've been working for myself for 13 years. Don't make as much as I used to, but from the freedom is priceless. That's right. The freedom is invaluable for your mental health. You're going to live a lot longer too. There you go. I worked for 7 years for Fortune 100 insurance company. They were hell. That's right. That's right. The workers will rise up, seize the means of production. Amen, brother. Subservient. That's it right there. We're getting out. Bruce is here. Bruce is in his own little world right here. I don't work for anybody. I'm doing this. People are saying to me, "You're doing it wrong. What you're doing here is you're doing it wrong." The comment section is filled with breathing thesauruses. What was that? That's so true. Link me to your coffee plug. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh my gosh. Going to the moon on GameStop. It's $279.49 on the stock. Hit the like button for Bruce. He needs all the help he can get. How many likes have we got? Are you guys actually giving me likes today? 4,800 likes. I appreciate it. I don't know if that's good or not for how many are here. 9,600 and only 4,800 likes. I don't know if that's good. Maybe you don't like what I'm doing. Maybe I should just shut the show down right now and just take the rest of the day off. Maybe I'll just shut it off. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'll stay here. I'll stay. Just begging for thumbs ups though. Angel, Uncle Brucey is woke. Y'all listen. He's woke. Y'all gotta listen, Uncle Bruce. Thank you all. GameStop's going all the way. Woke as face. Woke as face. Wow, Bruce, tell my mom all this. Tell my mom. Tell her. Super duper. These comments are hilarious. I love you guys. Listen, Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce is talking here. You listen to that man. There's truth in what he's saying. There's truth in what he's saying. 276 on the stock. Here we are. We're going higher. I think we're going higher. I'm telling you, we're going higher. I'm a millennial, so I strive to be laid off. I'm half asleep. Sorry, I just woke up here. What's he saying? What's he talking about now? This stuff. Bruce, how do we sign up to be sponsor members? I haven't offered that yet, but I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about offering up sponsor memberships for this channel. I am thinking about it. We'll see. Right now, it's just a free for all. We're here. It's payday. Okay. I subscribed, Uncle Bruce. I subscribed. How many subscribers have I got? We had 104,000. I know we're over 105,000 now. 105,313 subscribers. Unbelievable, guys. Thank you. This show right now, we've had 28,900 people already watch a portion of this show, and we have 5,500 thumbs ups. You see how few I get? I get such a tiny percentage of thumbs ups for all the views. That's how much you hate me, and I get it. Okay, you hate Uncle Bruce. We hate Uncle Jamie. We hate Uncle Bruce. Okay, you hate me. All right, fine. If that's the way it's going to be. Thank you, Nick Bird, for their donation on my PayPal channel. I appreciate that. Uncle Elon Musk tweeted green eggs and SPAC on March 1st. Some believe he is hinting towards PSTH. You seem to know a lot about SPACs. Any thoughts on PSTH or possible SpaceX merger? I got nothing. I don't know, Nick. You could be right. I mean, who knows what that guy's saying? It's kind of cryptic, isn't it? Michael, thank you, Michael, for the donation here. Michael, I can't read that last name. Naclerio. Bruce, would the whales try to drop the price 10% and open again to get on the SSR on Monday? Is there any benefit to that? I don't think they're going to bother, unless, of course, we have a midday whatever. I mean, you never know. We'll see what's going on. We'll just, we'll see. Anyway. Thank you all for these donations on my PayPal account. Appreciate it. Robert Nord, thank you for everything. Really helped me keeping my cool. Greetings from Hamburg, Germany. Aus Deutschland. Dankeschön. Welcome to the show. Nice, glad to have you here. Angela, Salibi, I can't wait to see my name on SEC filings when GameStop hits $100,000 a share. Now you're talking. That's right. Beautiful. I'm not sure why that would be, but whatever. Thank you all for that. I appreciate this. Very, 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 very nice. Thank you, all of you for being here and all of these comments and donations, and I appreciate this. What is this again? I know you can't read every post, but I've sent a super chat and PayPal. Please advise your segment on reading. And that's something future. What? That should be replied. Question: step away a few times from comp. Please advise you do segment reading financial statements. Showtime. I think I did talk about this. And what's this here? Hi Bruce. When I saw when I first saw your show, had no idea an older guy in a T-shirt could provide such great info. I'm glad I listened on GameStop. One question: would you consider doing a segment on reading company financials? There's the question, and that is a good question. I try to go into this in a little way here and there, but I haven't yet done anything specific on that. That is a video idea that I may pursue, but it might be several parts. Hey Jen, how you doing? It might be several parts to do before I can pull off something like that, because reading company financials is just something you don't pick up in 5 minutes. This takes a bit of dedication, and for some it can be excruciatingly boring. And I don't want to put people to sleep though. But maybe we can do something. We'll see. Thank you everybody. I appreciate all of you and these comments that you're making. These PayPal donations, beautiful. Joseph Tavo-Lassie, stop being a boomer and get some people to trust to moderate pro bono. Bruce, you have bots flooding your accounts and you need the help. It's all in our best interest to eliminate the shills. That's the compensation for those who would offer, and there's plenty who would offer. I hear you. I understand. Joseph, thank you. Thank you for the donation and the comment. Charles Chung, Uncle Bruce, my Bagels with Bruce hoodie arrived yesterday, and I'm wearing it to ride the GameStop to the moon. Did you all do all the artwork for your goods? Love these mornings with you. The Bagels logo was provided by a viewer. And I thanked him very much for that, and I hope you enjoy it. We're working on more logos, but at the moment that's what we got. Kevin PHU, how do you pronounce it? Kevin Fu. Kevin, hi Bruce. My friend Alex and I love your show. Try to listen every day. We believed in GameStop since $9 a share and ran it. I saw it run all the way to the first peak in January. Got bummed we didn't cash out at the peak, but everything you're saying 100% makes sense. And we learned so much about the market through your channel and are holding our position because we believe in this thing. What do you think about the ABC News documentary coming out on Monday about GameStop on Hulu? It's called GameStop, and it's interviewing Kramer, Vlad from Robinhood, and Portnoy from Barstool, and I think some average investors. I did not see DFV. Do you think this tide turning in our favor, or could it be another hit piece? Love your channel, and thanks for all the knowledge and stories. Oh gosh, how do I know? I don't know. You could be absolutely right. It could be just a hit piece. Then again, it could be, is it going to be something like, the shares are going to go to $1,000 and we're going to show you why? I don't think so. I think it's going to be maybe one of those scare pieces. I don't know. You notice there's no one from the company being interviewed because the company's not talking. And so we'll find out, and then we'll comment about it maybe on Tuesday. 281, 282 on GameStop, going up again. Very nice. Zane Bador, hey, Twisted Mister, what you want to do with the rest of your life? Question: in the Uncle Bruce movie, who would play you? But more importantly, who would play Jen? Personally, I would love to have seen John Candy, Uncle Buck, play you, but he passed away years ago. Maybe Jennifer Aniston could play Jen's hands. Keep on rocking. Turn it up to 11, Uncle Bruce. Thanks, buddy. Same. Thank you for your comment and your donation. I do appreciate that. I'm really, this is great. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. And I think we're up to speed. Yeah, I've got everything caught up here. Unbelievably, I've caught up on comments and on donations through my PayPal account. Thank you, everybody, for those very, very kind words and donations. Abdul deployed the thumbs up for our favorite boomer, man. Give that guy a thumbs up. Help him out. What do we got here? We've got Manolito, could you explain how to interpret the MACD strategy? How does it relate to RSI strategy? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. I got along this far without knowing what it is. Here I am. If you want to explain you want to give me what the terms are, give me the long form of what that is. Maybe I may have heard of it. I'm just old. Frank, California. Uncle, if we go to the moon today, is there any way watching your show from there? Well, I'm sure we get some kind of a satellite dish up there and catch the show. 282 on the stock. Coming up. It's coming up. 282. Go GameStop. Future GameStop millionaire the third. How big do you think short interest data will be next week? Oh, there's the official number, and then there's the failure to deliver number, and then there's the how many shares are needed by the Chicago guys who've been writing naked options. You tell me. I think there's 210 million shares of GameStop floating around out there, and only 70 million actually exist. That's just my take on it. So there's 140 million that I don't know. I mean, you look at the 286 on GameStop. We're almost at a new high. You take a look at the filings that the 13F filings, whatever they're called, that are made by the Securities at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Ownership of the stock. All the mutual funds tell you how many shares they have of GameStop. All the pension funds have to do it. The hedge funds have to do it. All these institutional investors, they have to file. And insiders, they file. And you add up all the stock and you're going, there's 130 million right there. I own stock. I add it up, 130 million. Then there's the declared short position, which is 16 to 25 million. I don't know. It does this. And then there's the failure to deliver numbers, which are anywhere from 50 to I don't know how many million. I don't know, 30 to 50, 20 to 50, 20 to 80. Just ride a Mack truck through these numbers. And then there's the naked short positions on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange on Chicago. That could be another 200 million shares on top of that. And then you tell me how many shares are actually being shorted for real with this whole complex system of liquidity that the SEC is encouraging the markets to have. And we're at 283 on the stock, up $23 a share. We've traded a volume of 5.9 million shares, and we're up $23. And I'm asking, out of the 5.9 million, are 1 million of those actually actual shares that are trading hands, and the other 5 million are artificial, synthetic, short declared, short not declared stock positions for liquidity? I don't know. If we had 5 million shares of buying, 6 million shares of buying coming into a stock with only 70 million shares that were actually out there, and 50 million truly are free trading, of which maybe 10 million could actually free trade, you had 6 million shares against maybe 10 million free trading stock, net. You think we'd be up only $22 a share? Only 22? I don't think so. I think we'd be way higher. But folks, there's a whole lot of liquidity that's been built for you to enjoy, to trade this stock, and we can have 100 million share trading days on GameStop. No problem at all. No problem. It's incredible. It's just amazing. To me, I think that's ripping you off. I think that you guys who are bona fide long shareholders are being taken for a ride, because all this stock coming in to trade, all this volume coming in is not being reflected in the value of the company, because there's all this other stock floating around. And so I'm thinking, however, for your good side, the higher they go, the bigger the short problem is in dollar terms. That means there'll be more dollar pressure to get out of these shorts. And so could this go to 300 today? Easily. Could it go to 350 today? Easily. Will brokerage firms start to tighten up the short positions, the failure to deliver positions? Will they start saying, enough's enough? We have got hundreds of billions of dollars of potential exposure against the GameStop stock because we are riding 140 million shares of pretend shares that are out there, and it's got to stop, and we've got to tighten this thing back. And the only way to do that is convince actual shareholders to sell. To get your diamond hands loosened up, it's not going to be at $280 a share, I don't think. It's certainly not happening now. Only 6 million have traded. It's up $20 and only 6 million has come in. Hello. We're up a nice percentage here, almost 8% here on the stock, and there's only 6 million traded. It's just not, the sellers are not giving it up. So we might be going a lot higher here. Uncomfortably higher for the shorts, very comfortably higher for the longs. Uncle Bruce, we're going to the moon. Yes, folks, we're going to continue to do this. Sooner or later, these shares will be a lot higher. Could you explain how to interpret this? I like I said before, I'm not sure what that means, so I can't really. Abdul, deploy the thumbs up for our favorite boomer. Oh, thank you for these messages, you guys. I appreciate that. Diamond hands forever. Is there a chance? There's always a chance. Who knows? I'm convinced to sell at 500,000 a share. Pat, Dat Fung, hey, Uncle Bruce, can you start to manipulate the GameStop market with your bagel? Also, can you also talk about the Fortress and the Advent Therapy acquisition deal? That company is going to be acquired by Advent Therapy, which has, I think, 860 therapy centers across the USA. And they'll trade on the either NASDAQ or the New York market with a whole bunch of cash in the bank. And I think they're going to expand over 900 locations within the next 6 months to a year. Big expansion plans. That Fortress stock will be a very good, steady, long-term performer in the long run. And you can buy it right now at the high price of $10.05 a share. 5 cents above where they brought the company public. That is the opportunity of opportunities to buy something with virtually no risk on your money. And why it's a 10.05, beyond me, but they can't talk right now. They're in the middle of that quiet period with the merger happening. They can't. They're just sworn to silence. Wiggly Worm, I'm laughing my off. I bought at 327. I need a lot more than 280 to sell. Also, MACD is moving average convergence divergence. Please don't say my name. Okay, Wiggly, I won't say your name. Yeah, okay, whatever that means. The convergence of the convergence of the divergence. Okay. Thought on the next GameStop hearing on March 17th. I don't know. I don't know what to think about these guys. You trust politicians to get to the bottom of the matter, and that'll help you get richer. I mean, really, Steve, Bruce, with options executing today, is there a specific time, or do the holders have the option to execute any time during market order? I think you had to notify the broker as of yesterday that you were intending to exercise your contract. If I'm not mistaken, and it could well be that the shares are up 21.50 already because certain Chicago naked option writers are nibbling the stock right now to try to get it to deliver paper on Monday and Tuesday for these exercises, but they've only been able to, let's put it this way. We've traded 6 million shares. I don't know how many of the Chicago the boys and girls were able to buy of the 6 million shares. That I don't know. So yeah, we are in a situation here where we may be all day today, all day Monday, all day Tuesday, seeing a lot more movement on the stock because of a need to acquire, to deliver paper against positions. And then there's the failure to deliver situation. And then there's the 19th of March situation. Then there's the public company releasing their financial situation. Then there's the need of the company to have their conference call, talk about the future of the corporation. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And I think you add all that up, and it's telling me that the stock will be going higher between now and then. A lot higher between now and then. But what it'll do second to second, I can't help you there. But yeah, I think we're going to see big moves. GameStop is awesome. Yeah, I think that's going on. Yeah, okay. I bigly like the stock. There you go. Buy now, it's a dip. Yeah, well, from here to 1100, this could be a dip. 281 a share on the stock. We're getting hearts all over the place. Thank you, everybody. GameStop, game awesome. Guys, you know my position on this thing. I'm just saying. It's going to be fun. Oh, this stimulus thing. Oh, my gosh. The stimulus program. That's been signed now. The checks are starting to go out. In the last 5-6 months, about $15 billion of fresh cash has been coming into the stock market from investors. And I think this is just people who are moving assets around and they're moving money into the markets. The estimated amount of cash that is going to come into the stock market over the next 2 months from the stimulus program, 150 billion. 10 months of money is coming in 2 months. these indices are going much higher, much higher. More cash, not enough paper. GameStop, yeah, it's going to have a good time. Hey, Bruce, is it possible that my eToro and Revolut purchase shares are fake, or am I sure I'm to get part of the real 70 million? It's real. You're covered. You're going through, I think, a legitimate entity. You're going to be fine. Yes. Bruce has stock in Spinal Tap. Oh boy, I wish I could buy into that company. Fantastic. Roblox, yay or nay? At the prices they're trading at, nay. Too expensive. Nah, too high. GameStop is awesome. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Welcome aboard the Stock Markets with Bruce channel with your buddy Uncle Bruce. Just trying to kind of interpret to you what's happening in the market while it's happening in real time. 140-point gain on the Dow right now, near the high of the day. S&P down 11, so what? And NASDAQ down 162, down 1.2%. I don't think that's going to last much longer. I think NASDAQ is about to have a big run because of the amount of cash coming into the market because of the stimulus program. And also the amount of cash that will be earned by a whole bunch of companies, public and private, because of the 1.9 billion turning over, 1.9 trillion turning over. 6-month impact on the U.S. economy, minimum. And then there's the other impact. We're getting our vaccine shots. More and more of you are getting these, and states are opening up, cities are opening up, economies are opening up. This is the second wave. So not only is there a bunch of money coming into the economy, it's coming into an economy that's opening up on top of everything else, which means another bunch of trillions of dollars are turning over. And we are going to see a GDP number going forward for the United States every quarter for the next year and a half that are just going to be stunning growth numbers. This is an economy going into overdrive, and the markets will reflect this amount of cash going through it. It's just going to be amazing how much cash is going to go through the markets. And I think you folks are going to like your stock prices, and you're going to like your 401ks, and you're going to like your Roth IRAs. You're going to like your IRAs. You're going to find a very, very liquid and accelerating market for quite some time yet. And the rest of the world knows it. They know it. And the support for this market is also coming from Europe because they announced their interest rate policy in the last couple of days. They're going to keep their rates at negative levels. They're going to support their bond market and flood Europe with cash to keep business hiring and rolling and not laying people off. This keeps demand up. And with the U.S. demand rising and U.S. Economy rising, it's just going to spill over into a huge running economy. Yes, there could be inflation. I don't care. It goes to 3-4%. I don't care. It's all good, kids. This economy, for a lot of you out there as retail investors, I think is going to be just what you want, just what you need. And I think you're going to like the returns. And let's see what happens. Nelly, with the economy reopening, what stocks do you recommend we buy now? I like these stocks right here. I like these stocks. You can take a look at those and see what you think. There's some stocks in there that are for growth, income, some ETF. There's an ETF in there. Yeah, I'm excited. Mr. T, I see that comment, but I gotta keep going. Mr. T, don't be doing that. Alex, Uncle, you're such an inspiration to all of us young investors out here. Thank you for making our days better. Greetings from Hungary. I want to rock. Yes, baby, we want to rock. It's our turn to rock this town, and I'm excited. I'm excited about what's happening here. 281 on GameStop, up $21 a share on very little volume today. Greetings from Germany, Bruce. Is 100,000 a realistic price target? If not, what do you think about how high GameStop can go? Fixie, it's just going to go to the moon. It's going to the moon, but I don't know. When it gets to 50,000, I'll talk to you about 100,000. And when it gets to 25,000, I'll talk to you about it getting to 50,000. And when it gets to 12,500, I'll talk to you about it getting to 25,000. But right now, it's at 281, and I think it'll go to 1,000. And then we'll talk about it from there. Josh, a big wall's coming at 300, 350 after that comes the moon. Well, it's what we're supposed to expect, resistance somewhere. But if the resistance is futile, what difference does it make? It'll just go right through that. I think we're going to have some fun here. Lots of fun going to be had. Eki, zing, zoom, boing. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We're having fun. Thumbs up for Bruce. Thank you, everybody. How many we got now? 6,300 thumbs ups. That is absolutely fantastic, considering there are 9,700 of you here, and 3,000 of you haven't given me a thumbs up. That is absolutely. Wait a minute. That's not fantastic. Hey, guys. How about some thumbs ups action here? Come on. Help your buddy out. Help your uncle out. And put some thumbs ups up there, please. Help your Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody, so much. All of you out there, thank you for coming through for this guy. All of you. Tracy Anderson, thank you for a donation on my PayPal account. You missed a Classic C Travel Super Chat a bit ago. Kids are watching. Any chance you could say, locate it and say it and say hi? Charlene, Mika, Nick, Serenity, thank you, Bruce. Tracy, if you did a Super Chat, then I may have missed it. If you're doing it through here, I don't miss it. Josh Mosh, thank you, Josh, for the donation on my PayPal account. Guys, I'm trying everything I can to keep up on these guys. Hi, Bruce. I learned a lot listening to your stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Raza. Can't pronounce these names. You know I can't pronounce these names. Gordon Huang, anonymous, please. Okay, Uncle Bruce, love from Boston. Don't work too hard. Thank you. Okay, I won't say your name ever again. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. There's a message coming in here, and I was mentioned and below, and it's like Google and families, and thank you. Bring my spirit. It was whatever, and it's just down. And I said, "Oh my God, I got this message here that is so personal. It's too personal to publish. This is just too personal. That I don't want to publish messages that are this so personal that it's just not right. It's just. I appreciate the donation though. I really do, and God bless you. But I gotta be there's certain things we can't get into here. Thank you, Sam, for this. Thank you for that. I know you're super. If you did a super chat to me, it was posted on the channel. It was seen, and people saw it. And thank you, Sebastian. Morning, Uncle B. Just your take. GameStop being a $200 billion company after this convergence to e-commerce, what value would you give their per share price? Well, I mean, if it's a $200 billion company and you have 70 million shares outstanding, you got a $3,000 stock, don't you? Isn't that kind of what it is? Isn't that kind of what it would be? Wow. It could be quite something. Thank you, everybody, for your support, your comments. But you know what? When I ask for you for shout outs, when I'm telling you I'll do a shout out, I would really rather do shout outs that are more. I have a home-based business. I have a YouTube channel. We've got a little band here. I do artwork. I don't want to do shout outs for very personal, hard luck case type story. That is not what super chats are for or shout outs are for. Although I support you and I hope the best for all of you out there, but I'm not that kind of place for that kind of story. After all, I am an entrepreneur, and I really don't want to benefit off of people's hardships. Really rather, be here as a supporter of your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. And if I'm in any way able to motivate you to get to be better, stronger, and live a better life, if I'm able to help you, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with that. 282, 283 on GameStop. Alex, hey, Uncle from the Netherlands, can we also get a live chart on screen next to your beautiful face? No, cannot. I don't want to get in trouble with copyright scenarios. I'm not here as a day trading guy. I'm here as a commentator on what's going on in the world, what's happening on the markets. I'm here to try to interpret it in plain English for you. You can quite easily watch me, listen to me, tolerate me, hate me, and have a stock quote off to the side to watch what it's doing. 286 on GameStop. We're going up again. Jeff Bruce, does setting your sell limit affect market price? Does setting your sell limit? No, it does not, Jeff. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, I don't think so. Thank you. 287 on the stock. 287.70, up $27. Volume now $7.4 million. 500,000 traded in the last 20 minutes. It's up another $6-7 a share and climbing to 288. Going higher. It's going to 300. It's going to go to 300. It's going to go back there. It's going to hit a new high, maybe for the week today. I don't know, but it's going higher. Yeah, believe me, it's going higher. Isn't this fun? Are we having fun? This is great stuff. We're anybody having a bad day today? We're up $26 a share and climbing. Hello, chocolate, 1,100 all the way, 400 by the end of the day. Mr. Brucey on the mic. Let's hit 300. 288. Yep, 288, 289 right now. 289. Like butter, we're gonna go like 300 like butter. Like hot knife through soft butter. Isn't this fun? 289, 289, 288. Yep, we are popping here. Very good. Very fun. Very delightful. And Jen is here, and it's fantastic. Jen, how you doing? How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm starving.
Are you?
I'm just starving. I haven't eaten anything. I didn't eat anything this morning. I just didn't have an appetite. I was so excited about GameStop. So excited about hanging out with my peeps. I think it's bagel time. I think it's bagel time. Maybe it's the $300 bagel time. I don't know. Maybe it's the $300 bagel time. Maybe that's what we're all about here. Oh, I'm egg hungry. Yeah. Yeah. Bacon, egg, bagel hungry. Oh gosh, yes. That would be kind of fun. Mr. T, Bruce, I've had no uptick in business to my brothel since my shout out yesterday. Can I get a refund? It's a family business, guys. Come on, help us out. Sisters sitting here, nothing to do. Nathan Schmidt, hi, Bruce. Greetings from South America. What do you think about Salesforce promising long-term plans? A lot of big guys are investing on it. It's done well with big tech struggle. Yeah, they're an up-and-comer. No doubt about that. That's a reflection of the at-home economy, the not at work economy. I guess that's what this really is. Thank you to Chris Trapp's shorters are having a bad day. They are, aren't they? 285 a share. They're going higher. These shares are just going to go higher. That's all there is to it. They're going higher. Thank you to Derek Nelson, RV money incoming. Thanks to GameStop. Also put some of my GameStop tendies to use. About 1,000 shares of VGAC and GHVI. Long-term hold. Thanks for all what you're doing and keep up the awesome work. Thanks to Jen too. Derek, thank you so much for your donation. And I'm agreeing with all that. Tracy Anderson, thank you for saying hi to the kids. They went nuts. Tracy Anderson and the kids. Oh, I'm happy about that. I'm happy. Kids, you do what mom says. Mom knows what's best. Nigel Paris, there are long-standing and well-known game review problems ranging from bribed journalists to skewed review numbers. The way gamers have worked around it, I believe, has been to watch Twitch to see how the games are thriving, how large the communities are, etc. If GameStop is going to be a promotion platform that pits them against Twitch, e-commerce sales pits them against Valve, Steam, where can we see GameStop gain a market advantage? Where could you see that? Well, talk to them about that. Let's watch. Let's let them talk. Let them talk about. They'll be asked those questions. I'm not the official spokesman for GameStop. I'm just a guy sitting in front of a computer talking to about 10,000 people at a time going, please like me. Please like what I'm doing. I hope you like what I'm doing. Frank, La Patina, thank you for this donation. Hybrid sent you a question you missed. How dare you? I want to take my stocks out of Robinhood. Is there a trading platform app you would suggest that will not restrict me like some of the others did a couple weeks ago? Thanks, Power to Bagel Power. Frank, I can't answer this question for you because I am not here as a shill for any brokerage firm. I'm not here recommending you open up an account with blah, 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 and then you're going to get a gift and all that. I'm not that guy. I'm just here interpreting what's going on as best I can. You got to do your own research on this. You really do. I'm sorry. You go on Google and ask that question. Best online brokerage to deal with, or top 10 best online brokerages, or most popular online brokers. You'll probably find an article that will break down why some of these platforms are so popular and what they got going for them, what they don't have going for them, the pluses and the minuses. And this is where you'll have to do the work because it's your money. And I'm not the guy to tell you, oh, you should exactly do this because Uncle Bruce thinks it's a great idea. That's a conflict for me. I'm just here to try to tell you what's happening, and what's happening is the stock's at $286 a share, and it's up $26, and I think it's going higher. Hey, Uncle Bruce, can you explain the call options a bit? Why would someone make call options for $800 when the price is $250? What's their gain? Love the show. Why would they do it when they were $100 a share? Why were they doing it when it was $50 a share? That's the question, SI. Many questions, no answers, a lot of speculation, and there's insanity everywhere. It's crazy. Jasmine, hi, Bruce. How did you arrive at GameStop reaching $1,000 a share? All I'm saying, Jasmine, is I am just saying that if the company has 8 billion in sales to 10 billion in sales online a year or two down the road, or if analysts are going, yeah, you know, they're doing 5-7 billion now, and they're going to close these stores and they're going to convert to online, and it's possible that in the next 2 years they could have sales in that 8 to 10 billion range online, global customers, not just US customers. 2.4 billion gamers. They've got 55 million members of their own Power Up Club, but they got a multi-billion human race marketplace to go after. And with the online marketing, building, they will be, you know, very much into that. Hey, maybe 8 billion is possible. Stock's at 290, by the way. It's going to 300. Maybe at $8 billion in sales times 10 times that is an $80 billion multiple. A lot of companies are online companies. E-commerce are calculated value-wise, stock-wise, potential-wise by a sales factor. And they're like 5 times sales, 8 times sales, 10 times sales, 12 times sales, 15 times sales. Everybody has their number. I'm using 10. It's a nice round number. It's easy to multiply. $80 billion market cap potential for a company with 70 million shares outstanding is $1,130 a share. That's the number. I'm just surmising. I'm throwing it out there. Now tell me I'm wrong. It's only going to go to 950, Bruce. You're way off. It's only going to 1,500. You're way off. It's only going to $300 a share. You're way off. Well, it's $291 right now. I'm not way off. It's $291 right now. It was $50 2.5 weeks ago. It's now $291. The potential of this company is very, very big if they can get to where it is they want to go. We're going to find out next week, not next Friday, but the week after that, from the company themselves directly in a conference call after they release their latest financials, what their plans are and how they are going to execute the plan. And we'll see what they say. How much will they say? After they talk, we will speculate about what they said. And then we'll try to interpret it. 292 on GameStop, going to 300 and beyond. We've been here already. This is nothing new. We're just going back to where we were. And I think we might go higher and higher. Let's see what happens. 293 on the stock, going higher on GameStop, going higher on the GameStop. Are we having fun yet? I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun today. Thank you for tolerating me. 9,964 people are here right now. We have got a grand total of 7,300 thumbs ups. We only need 2,700 more of these to hit 10,000 thumbs ups on this show. That would be spectacular. That would be real and spectacular. Maxime Jacob, thank you for your donation. Hey, Bruce, here's a piece of the GameStop money I made thanks to you. I just released my first independent video game. I have no idea how to market it. Could you give me a shout out? It still has rough edges, but I think it's pretty fun. It's called Stoink Extreme QA. People can get it on itch.io here and exaltedbagel.itch.io Stoink. They can also find my YouTube channel, XLTD code. PS, I'm not a bagel. Well, let's see if we can copy this and paste this for you, because the donation has been received and I thank you. And I wish you all the success in the world. The question now, of course, is I've got to now make some adjustments because you are giving me too many characters here. And so I'll see what I can do about this. Let's see. Okay. We can go here and we'll try to, I'm editing on the fly now. I'm doing editing you don't want me to do perhaps, but I have to do it because you're giving me too many characters. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. We're going to go here and we'll do this. I'll have to go through here. And I think I've got it. It's as clean as I can make it. There we go. All right, that is up there. 293 on GameStop is where we're at right now. Thank you, everybody. And wowee, go GameStop, go. Go GameStop, go. There's your shout out. Could you give me a shout out? It's called Stoink Extreme QA. Get it on itch.io here. There it is right there. It's all the information that you need, folks. Check out the game. Kind of cool. All righty. Thank you, everybody. Paul Rue, if the uptick rule has expired, could or will a big seller slam the market again like they did on Wednesday? Thanks. It has not expired. It is in effect for the rest of the day today. Paul, this stock will not be slammed by short sellers like it was on Wednesday, because you cannot do that. Now, if you own the stock legitimately long, you own stock, and you want to sell stock at any price to whoever, you can always do that. Give it a shot, but I wouldn't recommend it if it's going to go higher. Why would you want to do that? 294 to 295 on GameStop right now. It's going to hit 300. It's going to go through 300. I think like butter when given the shot. And we have a $300 bagel coming up right now, so we're excited. Interesting stuff. We now have 7,600 thumbs ups. All the begging and pleading. I can't get thumbs ups today. I must be doing something wrong. I must be making you mad out there. I apologize if you're mad at me today, folks. Thank you to Nick Hebert. Love the show. Can you please shout out my wife's Etsy store? We sell vacation shirts, specifically Disney. Search here, vacay mode store on Etsy. Sure. You made a donation. I'll give you a shout out, and I thank you for the donation. Let's see if I can get that to work, and it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. We're trying to make things work. Hang on. We'll go from here. We'll go to there. GameStop 293, going higher. 293.85, almost 294. High of the day right now. We're in this neighborhood anyway. Volume 9 million. At least some volume is coming in here. Some buying coming in now. 9 million. It's about time. Still, though, rather weak. Not as much as we would have thought. But maybe this is accelerating as the day goes on now. We're going to find out here. Thank you, everybody. Let's get that shout out here. I owe that shout out. There it goes. And good luck with your store. And Heart of America. I'm happy to help. Happy to help people who are trying to make a go of it in a difficult environment, to say the least. Fantastic. Love the show. Love you guys. Here you are. Etsy's wife store. There we go. 293.32, 293.51. The Dow is up 102 points. S&P down 20. NASDAQ down 214. That's where we are right now. And we'll see what's going on here. Treasury yield, 10-year Treasury yield above 1.60 ahead of next week's Fed meeting. Be interesting to see what the Fed does next meeting. If they want to drop that, they can find ways. We'll see what they want to do. Thank you, everybody. I 432 thumbs ups. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you all for your support. Oh, here comes something. Here comes something, kids. How about that? How about this? Is that exciting? No ketchup. She always forgets the ketchup. How long have we been together? We've only been together since 1976, and she always forgets the ketchup. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We're close. We're close to perfect, but we're not quite perfect. Bagel time. Bagel to 300. Bagels to the moon. Looks like a money bagel just arrived. Here comes the ketchup right here. Thank you so much. Beautiful. I got my ketchup. I got my bagel, the egg, cheese, a little bit of bacon on here. Oh, man. We got the bagel to the moon here, folks. Bagel to the moon time. As the stock is sitting at 288. Little dip here. Maybe it's the perfect time to start having the bagel as the stock has a little dip. Touched a 295, 290, something like that. Pretty good, right? 295.50 was the high, and volume now 9.4 million shares. I think we had a buy wave come through that kind of ran it up a bit. 285, 288, 289. All righty, let's enjoy our bagel this morning. Those of you who are having a bagel with me, I love it. I appreciate that. It's nice of you to be here. And Bruce, I'm watching the I'm watching Jeremy. I'm watching the level 2 bid ask data, and there are a lot of even 100 and 200 shares on both sides. Are these day traders? Love the show. Could be, my friend. I don't know. We're gonna see how this all works out. It's bagel time. Best bet. Who puts ketchup on a bagel? Oh my, it's happening. No ketchup. Divorce. $300 bagel. They're trying to shake it. Bagel Bruce. Oh, Jen, I'm hungry now. Ketchup equals hedge fund blood. Bagel to the moon. We love Jen and the stock in no particular order. Buy the dip. Hey, Bruce. Thought you on luck.ve sports betting that accepts crypto Canadian company. Interesting. Bagel power, Jen. Get the bagels power, Jen. Bagel power, bagel power, bagel power, bagel power, bagel power, bagel power. Something like that. It's gonna pop. Bite the bagel. Bagel for all hedge fund motos. Bruce, eat the bagel, please. Bagel is round. What is that? What is that story? I missed that comment. Where is that comment? Your hall passes your bagel. Jen, I want one too. There we go. We're at $2.90 on the stock right now. $2.90. Okay, bagel time. Oh yeah, it's bagel time. Bagel time.
The secret to success is the little cast iron frying pan that's made just for Fridays.
That's true.
It's the bagel perfect.
Perfect for the size. Thank you, everybody, for being here, watching, tolerating, forgiving me. Kriller, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I bought 21 shares. Can you explain this to me? What volume means? Love from Denmark. It all depends if you're a Spinal Tap or not. Volume is up to 11. That's the thing with Spinal Tap. Eric, hey, Bruce, thank you for being the paper hand support line. Bruce, hope this is okay. I just want to ask chat to consider taking a moment to please donate to children's hospitals in the USA. If not, extralife.org pays participant, just Rick. There you go. Donate to children's hospitals. There's a shout out. I caught this one. I don't always catch them because they fly by so quickly. When you get 5,000 or 10,000 comments an hour, I don't catch them all. Bagel tendies, let's go. Oh my, 300 to 1,100 by 1,100. Will Jen be watching curling today? Well, yeah, of course she'll be watching curling today. It's the start of the finals. We're at 288 on the stock right now. She's going to be watching curling, of course. Sullivan's Designs. Hey, Bruce, I have a side hustle Etsy store. I sell Pro God America and blue collar hats, shirts, and stickers. We make donations from a part of proceeds to veterans and military charities. There you go. See, propaganda hit Priest Brews. GameStop to the moon. Duh. Tendy on the bagel. Curling bagels. Curling bagels. Let's enjoy a bagel, shall we? We're loving the bagel.
You have to ask if anybody else is watching.
Jen wants to know if any of you out there are watching curling. Are you watching curling? The Briar here in Canada. It's the national championships. Bagel buy time. Finals. Oh man. Very good suggestions here for Jen. There's all kinds of them here. We just need Elon to tweet a bagel emoji and it'll go to $1,000 a share right there. 289 on the stock. We're eating a bagel. There you go. I had no idea you could watch curling outside the Olympics. That you making us laugh in Canada now. You're making us laugh. We need a bagel bite to 300, Bruce. Bite that bagel. Let's get this thing to 300. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Go, baby. Sesame seed. Yeah. Who's Jen rooting for in curling?
The Alberta team. Botchner. He's gone to the playoffs 3 years in a row and lost. It's his turn to win.
She's rooting.
Cooey. I really like Cooey too.
She's rooting for the Alberta team.
So I'll take either of the Alberta teams.
There's 2 Alberta teams. She's rooting for them. Okay.
Yes, one's a wild card and one is representing the province.
287.84, 288. Here we go. Come on, baby. Bagel curling?
Yeah. Where are you going to put the handle?
Right. Oh, man. We have 105,000 subscribers and counting, and thank you, everybody, for being here and doing this beautiful. Men with brooms, that's right. Guys with brooms yelling at rocks. I'll tell you, those guys live a stress-free life. The end of a curling game, they have no stress left. Nyeh. Thank you, Jack. Nyeh. There we go. 10,000 people watching Bruce eat a bagel. Only 8,000 likes because they don't like watching him eat a bagel. That must be it. He's got to stop eating bagels on the air. I have to mute when you eat, Bruce. I can't stand it. I can. I want a curling rock. I want a rock. Where are we at? 289 on the stock. 289. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. 10 million volume. Come on, baby. Let's go. This guy's a riot. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. 290 bagel spike. Let's go. Steph. Go. What was that? Go team Gushu. Canadian here. Newfie living in Southern Ontario. Right on. 300 is the new wall. Oh gosh. I came here for the bagel eating. That's why I'm here. I came here to watch him eat a bagel. 288, 289. Come on, GameStop. Let's go. I'm popping up a bunch of your messages here. I can't read them. I'm just popping them up. Can I rub where your hairline used to be? It's been moving for decades. It's been moving for decades. Oh, man. Oh, my. 289.30. Come on, GameStop. Can we get a t-shirt on your store? That would be hilariously awesome. Not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I might not be allowed to do that. Are you Monty Python? What do you think? Oh my gosh. I'm also eating a bagel. The bagel hour hath begun. Let us moon this thing. I totally forgot to like first time that happened. Forgive me, Papa Bagel. You remember when Bruce used to talk about stocks all the time? Those old days. He would talk about stocks. Now he's talking about stock, eating bagels. The stock's going to 290. It goes higher when he eats a bagel. Do you want him to just talk about stocks, or do you want him to eat a bagel and watch the stock go to $300 a share? The question is for you to decide. Do the best I can. 291. I'm going higher. Canadian here from Saskatchewan. Loving the channel, Bruce. Curling on TV. Uncle Bruce on the laptop. Life is good. 292 on GameStop. 292. Come on. How come you never eat the bagel on camera? We need to see the tendies. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, my gosh. 292.73. Oh, boy. Go, GameStop, go. Canadian here from Brooks, Alberta. Welcome from Brooks, you guys. Thank you for being here, everybody. All right, is anyone having fun today? We're up $31 a share, almost $30 a share. Is anyone having fun? I want to rock. I'm having fun. I'm choking. I'm having fun.
Arms up. Big breath.
Oh my goodness. We're working on it. You remember when you see Cheese Whiz on toast? Those are the days. I don't mind Cheese Whiz on a bagel either. Once in a while, you get that, you get the hankering for it. But it's got to be Canadian Cheese Whiz. It can't be that American stuff. Good God, no. Cheese Whiz in America is not Cheese Whiz. Oh gosh, no. Kai Ming Chua, thank you. Get that stock up. What's causing small dips? More sellers than buyers. More buyers than sellers. I excelled at summer school. Me too. I did that too. I did that too. Oh boy. What can I say? He loves the VGAC. I do. 293.84. Going higher. Monty Python. Tune in again when it's bagel eating with Bruce. And now for something completely different. Oh, yeah. Poutine in Montreal. What a combination. Now for something completely new. Bruce, just curious about something. What happens to the price action if people in limit orders higher than the current price, like 300? What happens to the price action if people in limit orders higher than, I don't know what you're asking me. I don't know what this means. I'm supposed to know everything. I have no idea what this means. I need a clarification on that. 292.17 on the stock. Dow up 181 points. Don't choke, Uncle Bruce. Oh, boy. I'm reading comments here that's coming through here crazy. 10,000 people are watching the guy eat a bagel on a live YouTube channel. That's right. No other YouTuber does this. Only this YouTuber eats a bagel live on the air, and they like it. Although some people put the mute button on because they kind of find it gross with the sound that he makes. I do what I can. Smells like poutine spirit. Jakob, it's Bruce Frommert's Bagel Circus. There you go. It's the Bagel Circus. Why is GameStop so constipated? Just let it rip, almighty Bruce. Just got to get 300, got to blow through the 300 barrier. There's a little resistance there. There'll be some stock between 295 and 300. You got to let the stock take a couple of runs at it and watch it take it out. But when it does, watch out. So what exactly happens on 319 when the months in the money calls close? I know hedge funds will be bleeding big, but how? How much? What? We'll watch it together. We'll be there. $286, $287. That's what it does. I only come for the bagel, then I leave. Oh, man. We don't just watch you eat a bagel. We beg you to eat a bagel. We're begging you, please eat a bagel. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The coolest OG in the history of OGs. What's an OG? Original. The coolest original of all originals. I do the best I can with what little I got. I think this sounds good. This looks like good. They're almost out of inventory for share locates. Tape analysis shows manual feeding, short orders, not algo, sell side liquidity dying, bids are holding. So they're running out of paper. They're running out of stock to sell. They're running out of stock to borrow, to sell, to go short, and that means it could go higher. I think that's what that might mean. We'll see. David, good morning, Bruce. Can you please tell me why on FinServe we started with 400,000 shares this morning, and now we have 900,000 short sellers available? I smell a turd here. Hanky panky, I need your wisdom. I don't know. One person says there's nothing left. Next person says there's all this stock available. I can only say one thing. It's a 285 and it's up 25 bucks a share. I can tell you that. This bagel is toast. It's done. It's history. And it was delicious. And I thank all of you. Thank you for hanging around watching the old man eat a bagel. I usually mute the stream and unmute for the bagel. Can't blame you. Oh, finish up, Bruce, so I can unmute. Please, God. Please, Bruce. Original gangsta. I'm the original guy. The original gangsta. The original. So they say. Up 286 on the stock, up 26. I'm thinking we were kind of unchanged. We were 288, got up to 290s, and we're back here. That's what it's doing. Bruce, I'm part of the 5,000 plus member stock trading group here in Japan. We all hold 50 to 10,000 shares of GameStop shares each, and we are not selling. Samurai Ape Strong. There you go. None available from Japan, folks. Not available, baby. Wow. You ate a bagel, the stock went up to 285 from 260, laughing out loud. I don't know. It did it. It's at 285 right now. Fantastic. That bagel don't stand a chance. Oh my gosh. Where's the SEC? Who knows? Right. Can you give me your thoughts on VGAC? Buy it, hold it, make money. Simple. Just get in there, hold on to it, and enjoy. It's 11.12 a share. Gore's Holdings, buy it. It's 16.16. Enjoy that one too. Vector Acquisition 12.10. NavSite is 10.45. I like those, of course. And we've got Starboard at 10.05 and Fortress at 10.10. Vanek Ventures, Vanek Vectors, the semiconductor fund, is down 580. Was it up 13 yesterday or something like that? So this is a deal. Like the long term on this. I don't care what interest rates do. I don't care what inflation does. Makes no difference. There's a chip shortage, worldwide computer chip shortage for the high-end production. That is not going away. Doesn't matter what inflation does. Doesn't matter what interest rates do. It doesn't matter what the unemployment rate is. There's a shortage for chips. It's real. It's a massive shortage. And all these companies are going to be selling everything they can produce going forward for quite some time at full price. And if you get into this SMH ETF, I think you'll enjoy some nice returns over the next year. I think so. Home Depot up 227 to 271. IBM down 21 cents to 126.93, doing very well. AMC at least is up 84 cents. I'm happy to see that. It's up 84 cents. It's back down to 11.13. I hope a bunch of you folks are making money and are breaking even again. AMC, boy, there's a lot of money of people, a lot of people's money tied up in AMC right now, and it's just not breaking out. The Dow up 153, Microsoft down 346, Apple down 245, Tesla down 23 bucks to 675 a share. Bed Bath and Beyond up 77 cents, 29.48. BlackBerry 1081 up 11 cents. Cool. Cruise stocks are kind of just ahead a little bit. Royal Caribbean at 88.64, up 65 cents. Norwegian's up 15 cents to 30.41. Carnival up 54 cents to 28.01. And that's what's going on right there, right now on the markets. GameStop 286.78, up 26.78. The market around it is not great as far as a lot of the NASDAQ stocks and so on. But GameStop keeps powering along here. Has hit a high today of 295.50. And the volume on GameStop now 11.43 million shares. So there you have it. VGAC, Daddy like, Uncle Bruce like VGAC. Buy it, put it away, wait for the merger to go through, listen to all the announcements they're going to make, which will be a ton, and enjoy. Uncle Bruce, thank you as always. Papa Bagel's blessing. VGAC long call options, $25, 15 October. What do you think? No, I would not be buying $25 calls. Why don't you buy 10s? Why don't you buy 12s? Get very close to the market so that every dollar it goes up is a hit for you. Your leverage, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to buy options that are way out of the money for cheap. You'll do better, quicker if you're much closer in. That's my opinion. Dumb question. If I'm in the positive and I take those earnings off the top, will I be in the same position if I continues to go up like my total gain? What does that mean? If I'm in the positive and I take those earnings off the top, what? Will I be in the same position? It continues. What are you asking me? I do not know what this means. Joshua, thank you so much for this donation. Alberta Habers, love your show. Speaking of OGs, can you give a shout out to OG Insurance in Virginia, independent insurance agency that has your back for home, auto, life, and business? No, I can't do that. I cannot give a shout out for only a $10 donation to an insurance company called OG Insurance in Virginia. That would be the wrong thing to do. It has to be a $25 donation for me to say anything about OG Insurance. I mean, that would just not be right. Pat, Bruce, do you think we will see another large dip attack today? Maybe. Or perhaps because it's Friday, it might get delayed. Every time price is high, it happens. Maybe. The chicken could cross the road too, get run over halfway. I mean, that can happen. Chickens don't look both ways before they cross the street sometimes. Anything can happen anytime. But I think at the end of the day here, we've got a situation here where there are a gazillion shares out there that are not actually existing, that are in people's short accounts. And I think there are brokerage firms that have some issues that they're not wanting to talk about with respect to how many shares they have failed to deliver to the clearinghouse. And next Friday, there's a big block coming up on the 19th that will be failed to deliver on the 21st day. And I think between now and then, something's going to have to be done about it. We're at 280, 290 right now. It's going a lot higher than this, but it will fluctuate, folks. Don't get mad at me if it goes up and down $5 in a minute or 10 minutes, goes up or down $10. Could there be an attack? Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Will there be one? I'm not so sure about that. The video game industry wants to be consolidated. You are the whole video game industry. GameStop is biblical power to the players. Oh, okay. We'll see what happens with that. There's just a lot of stuff going on here, and it's a big business. It's a growing business. This video game business is a massive, 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 huge business. And what are you going here? Scott, Bruce, don't be rude. Somebody was excited to ask you a question, and you belittled them because he didn't understand it. Not nice. You owe an apology. If I've offended anyone, I apologize. It's not my intent. However, I sometimes get questions that are sometimes, well, anyway, I do the best I can. I'm on the fly here, and I don't have a producer or director to screen questions and to explain to me what this means. Doing the best I can with what little I have, and I love you all for being here and tolerating this old man. Thank you, everybody. We are doing what we can. Anything can happen anytime, Uncle Bruce. There it is. There's the word. The question was worded awkwardly. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'm 17,000 deep in GameStop after taking profit and reinvesting, keeping 16 grand handy if there's another attack. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Again. Okay. I don't know the whole story. Obviously, I'm getting a little snippet of a big story. Am I supposed to guess what I'm trying to interpret the meaning behind? Observe thyself. That question made no sense. That question was worded awkwardly. Don't explain yourself. I'm sorry you feel that way. Scott, you're absolutely wrong. We're all people. Anyway, there you have it. Welcome to my world. You can't do anything right. Never. Uncle Bruce, love the show. Upstart your YouTuber here and would love a shout out. Life on the Frommert for relaxing hamsters, chaotic cooking and more. Hoping we all have a wonderful day. Life on the Frommert. Hang in there. Make it happen. Get your viewers. Make content. Adam, if margin account with Webull, they don't use stop loss order with GameStop. Something will depreciate. Couldn't buy back in after. Had to wait a day to buy back in. Adam, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. Some of these outfits are just not working out for you. Some of you people. Not good stuff. Thanks for the answer and advice. GameStop to the moon. We'll send you a postcard soon. Papa Bagel, bless. Been learning so much from you. Can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you for these positive comments because I sure get the negative ones too, don't I? Bruce, would options that get exercised for today's expiry have an impact on the price today or until Monday? It could be happening as we speak, but I can't be sure. We're at 277 right now, dropping a little bit. Future game millionaire, the future GameStop millionaire third. Everything affects everything. Prices of the shares were affected yesterday by stuff happening today and tomorrow. Prices happening on the stock now is being affected by perceptions. There's just I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things. People keep teasing me saying all he says is I don't know. Well, you guys are giving me questions that are really, really difficult to find answers to. There may not be answers to some of these questions that make sense. I'm sorry. We love Uncle Bruce. Nate, thank you. Thank you for loving me. Love you guys back. We're just trying to follow the market, see what's going on. I can tell you what I know. The Dow is up 107 points. I know that. Why wouldn't I know that? I know that. Who did that? S&P down 22. NASDAQ down 229. I know that. So it's a mixed market. Some is up. A lot of it's down, but it's not down a lot. I mean, so what? Who cares? It's down a bit. No big whoop. We've got to be looking at the big picture. The big picture. Where are we going big time? Michael is here. Michael, can you stop talking about VAGC, please? I have a limit buy for another 100 at 1105, and you keep boosting it up. Every time you talk about the stock, it goes up in price, and I'm trying to get it. It's at 1125, and you keep telling everybody how great VGAC is, and I don't want you to talk about how great that stock is. I want it to go down to 1105 so I can get in. Stop talking about it. Don't mention it. It's at 1125. It might go higher. Every time you talk about it, stop. Can platforms like RH or Robinhood prevent you from selling your shares the way they can restrict buying? Say GameStop goes to 800. What if they can afford to pay out? They can't afford to pay out. They're not. It's not their money. If you're selling stock through Robinhood or anybody else, the broker is not giving you their money. They're giving you the money from the buyer, from the firm that buyer used. So it's not Robinhood that's paying you. Don't worry about Robinhood not being able to pay you. It's not them that's paying you. When you buy stock, you're not buying it from Robinhood. You're buying it from a seller through another broker, which could be Robinhood, or it could be somebody else, or it could be a combination of 4 brokers. You're trying to buy 100 shares, and you don't know this, but you might be buying 25 shares from 4 different brokerage firms. And your broker will settle up with all 4 of them individually. It's your money going to them, but it's being divvied up to them by the clearinghouse. You don't have to worry about getting your money from any broker. No broker will ever not pay you for the money you are owed from you selling stock because they're not buying it from you. Okay? They're just the bookie. They're like the bookie. They're in the middle of it. They're in the middle of the whole deal, and they're offloading all their transactions to the dealer, the DTCC, the clearing firm, and that's where all the money changes hands. The broker is taking your money or getting your credit for you and then getting it to you. All right? You're never in danger. BB, thank you. Mary, thank you for all that you do. Bruce, a new investor, you are helping so much to learn. Guys, I hope you are learning a lot here. I just sent a new logo for your merch, for your email. Hey, Jay, I'll look at that. I'll take a look at it. As I say, when you buy stock in GameStop, You're not making the company any richer, by the way. Michael, on Wednesday, I told you I put down a down payment on my Tesla and donated. Well, later that day, the price went up to 10 grand. I saved 10 grand. Ha, woohoo. So way to go on buying the Tesla early. Well done. I'm very happy for you. How are we doing here? That VGAC is up to 1127. I got to stop talking about it because it just won't come down to 1105. Michael's not going to be able to get that stock. It's really sad. Small position in GameStop, but playing with the house's money at this point. Enjoying the ride. Cheers, Bruce. Vincent, thank you. Eddie, I'm putting all my attendees from GameStop earnings into VGAC after the squeeze. This is my favorite of your recommended SPACs. Richard Branson, promoter. Yeah, I would say that's okay. But I got to stop talking about it because Mike is desperately trying to get this thing at 11:05. It's now 11:29. It's going up again. Bruce, stop talking about VGAC. It keeps going up every time you mention it. I gotta learn. I gotta learn. Lunchbox, which character were you on Wolf of the Wall Street? Who are you, Bruce, on Wolf of Wall Street? Oh man. I was alive during the era, and I was a broker during that crazy era. But I wasn't one of those guys. I was more of a very conservative kind of a fellow. I didn't need to be partying like that. Jen and I were having a wonderful time, and we enjoyed our company very much. And we enjoyed our friends' company. And come Friday, we were happy to just power down. And there was a wonderful steam room in the apartment building that we lived in that I would visit on Friday early evening, and jacuzzi and the bubbling and all that. And so I'd be just getting loose as a goose, baby, on Friday evenings. And Jen would change out of her corporate clothing. She was a broker too. And she'd be in civvies, and I'd come upstairs and get into civvies, and we would just either order something in or rustle something up in the kitchen. And we would just relax, man. And we would just power down and sleep in Saturday morning if we could. And figure out the groceries for the week, whatever we need to do, whatever running around we have to do. And then Sundays would be probably visiting relatives, moms and dads, uncles and aunts, and what have you, and normal life. And none of the Wolf of Wall Street stuff, because I wasn't in Manhattan. I wasn't in New Jersey. I wasn't, we weren't wild and crazy and looking to party out. We were recharging our batteries, getting ready for Monday, to be there for our clients, because we were looking for the long term, to build for the long term. That's how it was. What would the effect be on GameStop share price if DFB executed his 500 April 1621's $12 calls? His latest tweet implies a point of no return. We love you. Well, I don't know. I mean, 500 contracts is 50,000 shares of stock, $12 a piece. If he calls the stock, he's going to put 50,000 shares of pressure on the writer of that call. I don't know if that writer, whoever gets called, do they have the stock or don't they? I don't know. The stock, by the way, is 283, 284 again. It's coming up. But look, every time options are exercised, there's pressure on the upside on the stock. Absolutely. Yeah. And the writer of those calls is only going to get $12 a share from the acquirer of those shares. So that's a big loss to be experienced by whomever gets called on that position. That will be quite something. We'll see. Netflix and chill 80s style, Uncle Brucey. BB, if short hedge funds buy in the money calls and receive the shares at expiration, do they still have to buy to close the shorts? Do they still have to buy? No, they don't. Or can they settle with they can settle with the broker? They get the stock in from the Chicago guy, and that's how they settle up with the broker. They're done. They're covered. Yeah, it's all good. The broker now has stock to deliver, and it's fine. But it's the Chicago guy that's got the problem. The Chicago people are the ones buying this stuff, running up the market. And everyone's happy because, those who are long and those who are not short anymore are happy the stock keeps going up because they're not on the hook for it. Yeah. Jane Doe, any reason, Bruce, any reason why FAII has been stuck at 10:10 today? Maybe you need another bagel, but with that butt out. Love you, Jen, and curling. Go bagel, curling bagels. Why is FAII doing what it's doing? It's sitting here at 10:08, up 3 cents a share. And if you buy the stock at 10:08 and they don't do their deal, they can't do a merger, you get $10 back from the company because there's the money that represents the $10 price is in trust. It's earning interest in the trust account. That's what all SPACs do when they get their dough at $10 a unit. They put the money into the trust account. They get interest on it, and then they find a deal saying, hey, if we can merge together that private company you have and the public company I have, you would get access to the $400 million we have sitting in trust over here. The public company says to the private company, I think we might be able to raise even more money because what you do as a private company is so exciting, it's so cool, and so ground changing and earth shaking. I think we can find another $400 or $500 million from Wall Streeters who will come into the deal as we announce the deal, so that we add that to the $300-400 million we already got. So maybe you guys will be funded with $600, $700, $800, $900, $1 billion the minute we're together on the exchange. Hey, what do you say? The private company is going, well, if we merge our company into the public company, we would still own 80 to 84% of all the stock, because we're worth billions of dollars as a private company. After all, we're fairly large. But we would attract this cash, and we would have that cash, which we could use to really expand our business dramatically, which is kind of what we want. We want to buy maybe a competitor of ours in another region of the country, want to merge with another partner over here, and we'd be cash rich, and they'd really want to be part of this thing. We could really do things as a public company, but we need to have control of a public company. We don't want to sell off too much stock. This SPAC thing could really work out. Well, that FAII is a SPAC that has a deal. They've got their deal. They've already figured out who the private company. They've already arranged. They've already agreed. They're merging. It's happening. So when this is done, within the next probably 50 days or so, it will be publicly traded as a whole new company in a different name. The FAII shareholders will be maybe 15 to 20% of all the stock outstanding. And the company will be well-funded, positively cash flowing, expanding and growing. All kinds of news releases coming from the new management of the company. The private company people will be running this company. And how high can it go? $20 a share, 30, 40, 60, 150, $400 a share. The private company people are merging into this public company, not because they want the stock to go to $12. They don't need that. They've got a multi-billion-dollar company now. What do they want to bother with that? The whole point of getting into a public company and to get these funds is to now grow the company to a much larger percentage and do much larger deals and raise capital from pension funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, ETFs to the tune of billions of dollars at much higher prices per share to grow the business even further and perhaps internationally. FAII at 10:09. You're going to be telling me, a whole bunch of you are going to be saying messages. I'm going to be reading messages on this show. I tell you right now, this is the future, Marty. The future. I'm telling you the future. I'm going to be reading questions from people who are going to say, comments who are saying, Bruce, I should have listened to you. God, you were so right about these SPACs. But I didn't listen to you. I was thinking at 10:09, it was too big of a risk to buy a stock with a 9-cent risk factor, and I didn't do it. I should have. Gosh darn it! It's at $78 a share, and I didn't buy it at $10.08. What's the matter with me? And I'll be there to tell you what's the matter with you. I'll be happy to tell you. You just wait. You want to buy some DraftKings right now? DraftKings was a SPAC. They went public at $10 a share. The SPAC that eventually acquired DraftKings. DraftKings right now, $73.63 a share. You want to buy it? That was a $10 SPAC. You want to go ahead, go buy DraftKings right now. People are. It's trading great. DraftKings today, 8.3 million traded on DraftKings today. That was a $10 SPAC less than a year ago. In this market, in the middle of a pandemic, this stock was a $10 SPAC. I wasn't on the air when this happened. I wasn't here to tell you to buy it. Sorry, I wasn't here. The 52-week low, $10.90 a share. But I am telling you about 6 other SPACs that are under $20 each. Most under $15. A bunch in the $10, $12 range. I'm giving you the heads up. I'm doing all I can for you. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do. I'm so sorry. Galaxy. Hi from Tejas. Tio Bruce, should I sell my 4 shares at GameStop? I'm in at 259 before it dropped last time. I reinvest in GameStop if it drops to 40 again, or should I get SPACs? Should I drop this and get SPACs? It's up to you. I mean, it's 280 a share now. I think it's going to go much higher, but it's up to you. You want to get into a SPAC situation, you can do that. You have about $1,000 now, a little over $1,000, 1,100 maybe. You have to decide your risk tolerance and what you feel you're comfortable with doing, and then to go from there. These are calls you folks have to make. I can only give you the play-by-play. I can give you some color commentary, but after that, you've got to decide for yourself how you like this game, how you're going to play it. It's me from the future. I got stupid rich with these SPACs, says Thomas. You see, Thomas has come back. He went to the future with his machine. He put his flux capacitor on. He went forward in time, saw what happened to the SPACs. He came back and he said, Bruce, I'm going to be so rich because of what you told me to do, buying these SPACs now. How about that? Brad S., $5 donation. Thanks, Brad. You see, there's people out there who have flux capacitors in their car. I've seen it in the movie, so I know it's real. And they're out there. They're figuring out what the future is. I just hope that they're not changing the time continuum, the time-space continuum. I hope it's all good. Although I will say this, you took the time to go to the future and see how your SPACs are doing, but you didn't check me out. How is my channel doing? How many subscribers do I have in the future? You didn't even help me out there. I mean, come on, man. Geez, you got the flux capacitor. Could it have killed you to turn on your computer just to see how I was doing? Was I still on the air? Do people still like me in the future? I'd like to know. Just a guy in front of a computer asking people to like him. I mean, please, I'm doing what I can. Oh my God! He's saying you got 250,000 subs. That's what you got. That's the future, buddy. We have 8,500 thumbs ups right here, right now, on this show, and I thank you, all of you, who have been kind enough to donate a free thumbs ups to this telecast. Thank you. You're in my heart's thoughts and prayers and wishes and dreams for much success. Those of you who have not given me a thumbs ups, would you please reconsider giving me a thumbs up? It would really help the channel. I could really use the thumbs up here. We would really like to hit 10,000 thumbs ups for this show. We have 8,700 now. 100 just came in. Thank you for those right now. 8,800. Just thank you for you guys. We got to get to 10,000 thumbs ups. Let's make this happen. Help the show get picked up by these analytic computers in YouTube headquarters. Let the world know that there are some really good people here that are following a lot of different neat stocks and the markets. And we all love the GameStop. We hope we're at 9,000 now. Thank you, you 9,000 beautiful thumbs up people. I love you guys. Keep hitting the thumbs ups as hard as you can, as often as you can. And like I said out there, if we can get to 10,000 thumbs ups here, that would be a real momentum builder. It will show YouTube there are more thumbs ups than people watching, and that is a big deal. We're now at 9,100. There we go. We've added 700 in the last 3 minutes as I'm begging for these thumbs ups. 700 coming. We need 900 more to hit 10,000. We need to get to about 9,500 to break the number of people that are here. There's 9,400 people here right now. 9,400 something. We're at 9,100 thumbs ups. 9,200 now. If we can keep it coming, we will break the number, having more thumbs ups than actual people watching, which is in YouTube speak awesome. So guys, thank you. I raise my caffeine-free Diet Cola to you, and with 9,300 now, you're doing it for me, and I thank you for these thumbs ups, these tokens of support that I thank you. Only you can give me thumbs ups. I can't give them to myself. I appreciate this very much. The caffeine-free Diet Coke, fantastic, guys. 9,300 thumbs ups. Keep them coming. Let's get to 10,000 as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, and show the YouTube people that this channel should be exposed to many, 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 many more people that do not know he exists, and give him a chance. And let's see what happens. 105,484 subscribers. Oh, man, that's crazy. 46,600 people have been here today. 46,000 have been here. We're at 9,400 subscribers. We're now hitting that mark where we are equaling how many people are here. 9414 I see watching now. 9,400 on the thumbs up. One is passing the other. This is big. This is really big. Keep it happening. We're $285 on the GameStop shares. We're up $25 a share, and we think we can go to the moon here. Thank you for keeping those thumbs ups coming in, guys. Beautiful. 9,500. There it is. There's the official breach of how many folks are here versus how many thumbs ups. We're only 500 away now from getting 10,000 thumbs ups on this show. Wow. Thank you so much. And if you're coming back from the future, let me know how things are going with my channel. I'd love to know. Chris O'Donnell, Bruce, if I have a $200 call expiring next week, the 19th of March, and it stays at 280 through the 19th, the shares stay at 280 through the 19th, is the value going to increase or decrease as it nears the expiration date? It'll decrease to the $80 level. Because right now the call is a $200 call, the stock's at 283. So the value of the call, the book value is $83 a share times, of course, 100 shares. So it's an $8,300, 83, is that right? $8,300 contract, plus premium, because the contract lives until next Friday. It still has 7 days to go. So there's a premium. I don't know what the premium is. I don't know what your call is trading at. You didn't mention this. But that premium will slowly drop back to the price of the value of the contract. Now, it might still retain a $10, $15, $20 call premium even on the last day, beginning of the last day. But as those hours whittle by, it'll shrink. So if you're going to sell it, you are in the money, and you're going to sell this contract for a profit. One, you're in the money now. You've made money, I hope. You're in the money. You may want to consider selling it here and just rolling over into a contract that is longer in life, and maybe a 220 or 240 or 250, where perhaps you can get another contract that has more life to it, that is perhaps this price or less than what you can get for this one, and you can still leverage stock at less money. Again, you have to decide for yourself how far out you want to go, time-wise, premium-wise. But right now, you're likely noticing that as the shares go up $10 a share, your contracts are probably going up $8 a share. They're going up, but not every dollar, but they're running. That's what's likely happening here. So you may want to consider a forward move. That's something to consider. Lots of thoughts on how to handle contracts. Absolutely. Here's $5. Go buy yourself a medallion of the greatest team in NFL history, the New England Patriots. I'm disappointed it's not there now. There's a reason that there's no medallion here for the New England Patriots. Sold out. That's why. These medallions are what I got left. I don't have any Patriots. I don't have any Steelers either. I have no Cowboys. I haven't got any 49ers, I don't think. Do I? No, I do. I got a 49er. Yeah, I got 49er. Baltimore, and I got Philadelphia. I got the Super Bowl champs. I got Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay right here. So if you want one of these, you send me a $10 donation on PayPal. Include your address and say, Bruce, mail me one of these medallions, please. Here's my name and address. Here's $10 US. Please, any one of these you want. They're $10 a piece. It's a donation to me on PayPal, and I'll do it if you can make them out. I got NHL teams here, NFL there. I hope you can figure out what I got there. Yeah, I do the best I can. I got thousands of these in some cases, but only dozens in other cases, depending on the team. So there you go. Thank you. A little pitch there. Why not? Dustin, moderation for some of that 400-hour advice. Ha ha. So there you go. 284.88 on the stock. It's approaching 285 again, isn't it? It might be getting ready for another run to the 290 level, which means it'll run to the 295 level, which means it could go to the $300 level. Bruce, if I have a 200 call, whatever. Okay, do that. All right, we got there. Let me continue on with these comments as I try to keep up with you, because you guys are just flying by here. Yes, I want the Blackhawks. There you go. Send me a $10 donation. Chicago Bears. He's a hustler. Well, how do you think I survived? I'm 65 years old. How do you think I got here? What was I a little cutesy in the corner? It wasn't the looks, you know. Oh my goodness gracious, guys! Thank you for following this guy. Hustle, my man, laughing out loud. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was there something supposed to happen on GameStop today, or what? What's going on here? We're running out of time. I'm almost at the 3-hour mark. I have to finish the show. Tico, Bruce, have you been to Costa Rica? I have not. I have not been to Costa Rica, and maybe someday I'll get there. That would be kind of cool, but I have not yet. Not even on a cruise. I haven't taken enough cruises. I was hoping to see more of the world off of cruise ships, you know. BB, I sold 200 calls expiring today. What would you roll next week at a higher strike? Take a small loss, raise the strike price, let it ride. I don't know. I'm just saying, you got to decide for yourself. What's your tolerance level? Panda, Uncle Bruce, do you have any thoughts on going long a BlackBerry after GME squeezes? I think about going long on BlackBerry for 10, 15 years. I don't know. I don't know. If you know the business very well, great. I don't follow it. I don't recommend it as an investment to anyone in particular. Hustle for those likes, Bruce. There you go. Cruising to the moon. Bruce is the GOAT. Bruce, you got to do something. We got to get 300 share. Much love from Salmon Arm. Thanks for everything, Bruce. Can you please shout my amazing GFS Etsy store, Dungeon Keep? She sells custom handmade Dungeons and Dragons accessories. This is a girlfriend store and cool book nooks. Dungeon Keep on Etsy. There you go. There's the shout out. You're supposed to send me 25 US on PayPal, you know, but whatever. A fellow Canadian. I mean, come on. Vince, Bruce, just think if GameStop hits 400 a share, US, not Canadian, big boy money. Just kidding. Everyone can get a half an hour of your brilliance. See, there you go. I mean, just think about that. I'm already booked out to April for my one-on-ones, by the way. Yeah, it's been unbelievable. One-on-ones to April now. Unreal. Just insanity. Thank you, everybody, for wanting to hang out with me for an hour. I do appreciate that. Second try, Uncle Bruce. I believe you about SPACs, but don't know enough about them. For example, why is it only a 9-cent risk at 10.09? How do you pick that? Bagels from Idaho. Celtic, if you buy the SPAC for Fortress, it was at that time I was mentioning it was 10.09. Now it's 10.13. If you buy it at 10.13 and they don't do the deal, the merger doesn't go through. And they can't do a merger with anybody. $400 million in the bank, and nobody wants to merge with these guys. Really? Come on, it's going to happen. But let's say it doesn't happen. They're so inept. They're so inept that they can't make a deal. They have to refund $10 for every unit back to shareholders. So if you're a shareholder of this company and they don't do their deal, you get $10 back of whatever you paid for it. You paid 10.13. You lost 13 cents gambling that they could find a private company to merge with 400 million cash in the bank or whatever the number is. That's not going to happen. They're going to merge. They're merging now into a company. They've already found the company. They're just doing the paperwork right now. So you're betting $10.13 on the company that went public at $10. When is the last time someone called you up from a brokerage company and says, Celtic, here's the deal, okay? We were talking at the coffee machine earlier today, and we're doing an IPO on this company, and we're merging in this other company into this company, and it's a $3 billion merged company, and we're funding them up with $700 million in cash. And we thought, because you're such a nice guy, we thought we'd call you and say, look, we're thinking of doing an IPO, and we thought we'd offer you stock at $10.13, and then we're going to do an IPO on it, and then we're going to let the market buy into the IPO after we hype the IPO to the nth degree with the roadshow and on CNBC and on Bloomberg and all the, we're going to just hype this thing. But we thought we'd call you now and offer you some stock at $10.13, right at the base level. Would you be interested in this deal, or should we call someone else and offer them stock on a pre-IPO kind of IPO type of deal? This is what SPACs are. SPACs are shell companies that go public at $10 a unit. The money goes into trust. You can't steal it. You can't take a private jet ride somewhere with it. You can't go to Vegas with it. All the money goes into a bank account, earns interest because it goes into treasuries. Doesn't earn a lot of interest, Okay, but it'll earn interest. And it is released from trust after the SPAC merges with a target company and lists on the exchange, which is the exchange they're on now. If they're on the New York exchange, they're going to be on the New York exchange after the merger. If they're on the NASDAQ now, they're going to do that. They list on the stock market right away at $10. That's where these are trading. They're trading on the market now. They're going to stay on this market. They're going to change their name. They're going to change their stock symbol, but it's a 1-for-1 switchover. So you got 100 shares of Fortress, you're going to have 100 shares of the new company. No different. Just a new name, new symbol. But now that company, the minute they trade on the New York Stock Exchange, the minute, the second, the moment, there's hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank account of this new company. To do what? To get bigger. That's why you're doing this. And they're going to announce more and more deals behind the first, just the merger. The merger isn't the deal. The merger is only the merger. The big deal behind the merger is the acquisition of other businesses, the growing out of the business, the expansion of the entity, the internationalization of the business, if that's what they want to do, and the constant press releases that are going to come out about the new company. So buy it at $10.14. Don't think about it now. Don't fret about it now. It's going to merge into the new company in the next 50 odd days. They can't talk right now about what they want to do. They're not allowed to. They're being told by their lawyers, shut the hell up. You can't speak during this moment that we are merging everything together. Don't want any material changes to come out. You can't talk about your plans until after you merge. Then you can talk all you want. They do all the press releases you want. Go ahead. Go on television. Go see Jim Cramer on his show. Go ahead. You do all, not now. Not now. That's why you buy now these stocks. Simple English, in plain English. Buy SPACs that I talk about now before their merger is completed. Because after the merger is completed, I can't help you anymore with these 6 companies because I don't know what's going to happen to them. They might go to $40 a share in the first week. They might not, but they might. All bets are off. Right now, they're here. They're docile. They look terrible. They look boring. There's no excitement. There's nothing to get all hyped up about. I'm not jumping down having a bagel up with these guys right now because they're in the middle of all the paperwork, the boring old paperwork with those boring old auditors. You know the guys with their white shirts and the pens in here and they hold calculators all the time and they have thick glasses. Boring. But they have to be satisfied. The SEC has to be satisfied. The exchanges have to be satisfied. All the shareholders have to have their rights protected. Then the merger is completed. Then they can talk. And when they talk, they'll do what DraftKings is doing. They'll come up with announcements every week. DraftKings just had their investor day this week. To what? Talk about what they're going to be doing. And the stock is now 70-something a share because they're going to talk about what they're doing. And they're going to tell you what's happening. They're exciting. They're excited. The shares of DraftKings. Look, DraftKings. Here to here. This is 3 months. Here, 6 months. Here, 6 months. Way up here. Look, 1 year DraftKings SPAC. 1 year SPAC here, $10, $74. $10 before the merger, $74 after the merger with all the news in between. Look, this is good. This is good. You can get into good stuff like this. Simple English. Pick up these SPACs, you guys. Get them. Get them now. And don't come crying to me later. Please don't cry to me later. I know you can't afford everything that you want to get. I understand that. It's all right. It's not your fault. If you don't get some, it's not your fault. All right, no problem. I don't think these are dogs. I don't think these stocks will be dogs after they finish their mergers. I think with the characters that are involved with the SPACs and the characters that are involved in the private companies and the characters that are involved at the funding level, mutual funds, pension funds, hedge funds, very wealthy investors are, and we're not talking just New York or USA, we're talking international. We're talking investors, global investors that are getting into these deals right now with the merger announcement. That's when they're getting in. They don't want to get in 6 months from now at $72 a share. They want in now. Why would they want in now? Because it's $10. They want in here because they want to be the sellers at 70 or 80 or 200 or 400 shares. They don't want to be the buyers. They want to be the game is called buy low, sell high. That's this. It's an ancient game. It was invented by old people like me and older years ago. And for you kids out there, we still play this game. It's opportunity knocks. And these are opportunities to get in on the ground floor of situations that are not IPOs. You want to buy Roblox on the Dow? Go ahead, buy Roblox. Did you get any at 45? Did they call you for a private placement at $10 a share? I don't think you got a call for that. You can buy all you want. How many IPOs have you seen where you can buy it at $140 a share? First trade, 140. We just went public at 75. We did private financing 6 months ago at 15. 140. How many you want? Yeah. You want to be the seller at 140. You don't want to be the buyer at 140. That's what these are. These are the early ground floor games. They're not very heavily promoted right now. If they were, they wouldn't be at $10 a share. You remember Churchill? People are begging me for weeks about Churchill. Talk to me about Churchill. What should I do about Churchill? Is this hot? Should I get into Churchill? It's $30 a share. It's 35. It's 38. It's 39. It's 42. It's going higher. It's going to merge with this electric car company, this Lucid. What should I get? Should I get the what? No. It went to 60. It didn't have a deal. It didn't have a merger. It didn't have the terms of a deal. Where is it now? Half the price. Yeah, you don't buy then. You buy here now at these prices. You get it on sale. You get it at the initial offering. That's the deal. Now, GameStop, $281. People could say to me, but Bruce, this isn't a $10 stock either. I agree. GameStop is not a $10 stock. It was a $10 stock back in December, but GameStop is now a new scenario corporately going forward, as I've mentioned a million times, that in the next couple of years, completely different company, unrecognizable to anyone on the street. If you're in a coma right now and you wake up 2 years from now and you're a big fan of GameStop, before you went into the coma, you wake up in 2 years, you wake up and you go, where's my GameStop? Where's my local GameStop store? There used to be 15 in my city. Where are they all? And someone will have to sit down and talk to you what happened to GameStop. They went digital. They went e-commerce, man. And the guy's going to go, well, I had like 100 shares in my bank account. In my brokerage account, that when I went under, I was sitting at 281 a share. How am I doing? And they're gonna go, hey, you're very rich now. We hope you're very, very rich now. They're trading at 281 a share. Well, so what? I haven't made any money. They were 281 when I went into a coma. I come out of a coma, they're 281. Yeah, but they split a couple of times. They did a 10-for-1 split, and then they did another 10-for-1 split. So actually, you have 100 shares for every share you had. And so you're way richer. That could happen. Just saying. I don't want to sound condescending to anybody. If I am, I apologize. I'm tired. It's been my 3-hour show today. It's 3 hours, 12 minutes. I hope you guys are having fun with this. And I hope you enjoyed my show and my biting commentary. Doing the best I can with what little I got. If you buy options, SPAC expire for the merger, do you get the options merge company? Yes, you do. But if they expire, if your options expire before the merger, you got nothing. If your options are alive during the merger, you are now holding options in the new merged company, and you're all fine. Everything is okay, and you can move forward from there. Again, thank you, all of you, for being here. When do you expect the SPAC merger happen? Stock going up. These SPACs, I've announced these now a month ago. In some cases, 6 weeks ago. They take 2 to 3 months to happen. So some of these are within 40 days of closing and happening, maybe less, 50, 60, 70 days. The time is ticking right now. It's ticking. And you want to get your hands on this stuff. You want to get your hands on these shares. I think you want to have your hands on these shares and be sitting on them. So that's where I'm at. Folks, anyway, I'm doing the best I can for you on what's happening with these SPACs. It's exciting. I'm excited for you. I want you to get rich. I really do. I don't own any stock in any positions. I don't have options. I don't have ETFs. I don't have mutual funds. I'm just a guy on YouTube telling you what I think is going on, what I see happening. I found these 6 so far. I'll bring more to your attention as we go forward, but these might be, these could be very, very, very profitable for you. And I know for a fact that the amount of work you have to go through to create these things, and all the legals you have to go through, and all the filings you have to go through, it's a pain. It's boring. It's frustrating stuff. You hire securities lawyers to do all of it if you can. Try to make it as minimal as possible, but you have to pay them now to get them to do it. But eventually, the merger is done, and then everyone goes, oh, thank God we got that done, because now the company isn't worth $300 million. It's worth $3.6 billion. We now have this going, and now we can talk about this, and we'll fund it, and we'll keep funding it, and keep growing it, and keep expanding it, and let's go from there. Ground floor opportunities for you guys. You don't have to pay $140 a share to get into these deals. You can get them around $10. It's as simple as I can explain it to you. I hope that makes sense to you. And again, I thank you all so much. I've had so many comments come through. I can't get to them. I've had a tough time. Lee Nicklin, a new follower from the UK here, currently sitting with 52 units at 130. Where do you think GameStop is going to be between today and next Friday? Nothing too specific, but between today and next Friday. Can you tell me exactly where the shares are going? I cannot, but I can tell you that my gut tells me they could be going much higher. That's what my gut tells me. As an old guy who's been around this market since 1978, I just like the way this stock keeps coming back for more, despite attacks and despite the media ignorance to the company, despite short sellers, despite uninformed whatevers, despite it all, the company stock just does not stop getting stronger. It's at 14.2 million shares today, which is very light. It's up $22. There's no way Apple would be up $22 on 14 million shares. There's no way Netflix would be up $22 on 14 million shares of volume. No way. No way. It'll be up a dime, not up $22. This stock's up $22 on 14.2 million shares. That is screaming at me. We are going higher. There is no paper of any significance available on a consistent basis to stop this stock from going higher. And this buying just keeps coming. And it will be more and more pronounced, I think, going forward, even to next Friday and well beyond. And so, Nick, it's the best I can give you. And I was, if I'm being snippy, I'm sorry because I'm tired. Atlas, hello, Bruce. Hello, ahoy. Reporting in from sunny England. Loving your work. I watch every day, but somehow keep missing your SPACs list. Can you repeat it one more time? Many thanks. I think I have it on the screen here. Let me just pop it up. There are all the stocks I like right there. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on now. What's happening? Oh, gosh, darn it to heck. Let's see if I can make this for show. There's my list right there. The first two are SPACs, and the last four are SPACs. Yeah, the last four are SPACs. The first two are SPACs. Screen save this. Grab your phone and take a photo of this image, and now you have it. Those are my favorites. These are my stocks that I think you guys can buy without really panicking about life, and you should be all right. Okay. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you. It's a buy. Hey, Bruce, just giving back to the community a little bit. Any thoughts on the possible market manipulation with the articles being released before the price dropped? I covered it on my channel, but I'd love to know your opinion. Gosh darn it, man. I've been talking about this all day, and I've covered it from every angle this Sunday, and I'll be on again today at 3 o'clock Eastern for my next show. So check out with me then for the last hour of the day, the first hour of the aftermarket. We'll talk about the closing week of the week and all that, and we'll try to get into more of this as we go forward. There's so much to this story, so much, and so little time. Roberto, Uncle Bruce, you're the best. Can you say hello to my brother Alberto? Hello, brother Alberto. He's not that great at video games, but I love him anyway. To the moon. Alberto, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show, and your brother's giving it to you, but good. Archangel, any difference between SVAC and SVAC units? What kind of confused? Thank you for your help. SVACU are units. SVAC, just the shares without the units. One should be cheaper than the other by a little bit. Buy the SVAC, just the shares. Just buy the shares. Don't worry about the units. Just buy the shares. makes it easier, and it's all good. Okay, thank you, everybody, so much. Quick peek at the unbelievable inbox in my email. Thank you to Jose Martinez. Thank you to oh my gosh, we've got all of these shout outs have come in here. Unbelievable. Thank you to Visceral Records. Thank you to Jim Pierce. Thank you to Dan Gerhardt, Robert Fleet, Yones El Amiri. These are all donations that have come in on my PayPal account here. Thank you to where am I here? Here we go. Tracy Anderson, to Robert Fleet, Dalton Fuller, Dustin Fowler, and all. And I'm going to I will take care of these shout outs that I owe you. If I owe you shout outs, I will look after you. Again, Nick Hebert, thank you again for that donation of yours. I did get that. Where are we? Here we are. Louis Villanueva. Hi, Bruce. Can you promote my wife's Etsy store? Trim me. I can't pronounce it. Trim something. Here, let's do that right here. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Trimmy. Check this out. What is this called? Thank you, everybody. Here it is. Can you promote Trim Eyes Craft? Trimmy's Craft. She makes beautiful miniatures. I've just done it a million times over. Unbelievable. I just bought 10 contracts. December 17, 75 calls for EJC. Looking for that 10 bagger. Hope your Bruce, your big donation coming away. Thank you, buddy. Good luck to you. And then Pax, shout out to Albert Godas. There you go, Elmer. Shout out to you. Back here to oh, that's terrible. Mohammed Al Hayari. Hi, my buddy released a new song. I want to support him, and I was hoping the viewers could check it out and give him as a review. The song was just released on his YouTube channel. His channel name is Hoosh, something on YouTube. Let's just copy this. And if this is 200 characters, I will be so happy because it'll fit perfectly. Let's see what we got. If we can, there we are, just a tiny bit over, but let's do that. And there it goes. There is the comment right there. We've got it made, everybody. Thank you, and way to go. Okay, there's a supporting your buddy right there, buddy. There's your message right there. Your shout out has been done. Fantastic. Thank you guys for these donations for shout outs. I will try to get them done. Andrew Lane, hi Bruce, love what you're doing. Instead of making yourself famous on YouTube, why don't you make me famous on Instagram? Haha, joking, of course. Keep up the great work. I'm a GameStop holder and loving every minute of it. I have a side business of doing woodworking. I would love it if the people would check me out on Instagram and give me a follow. Link below. Thank you, Andrew, buddy. Andrew, hey, I got you. I've got this message going out right now for you. Thank you, buddy, for that donation, and good luck to you on your deal. Make great things happen, and you keep it going. There you are. You are posted on the show, on the stream, and well done. There we go. There it is right there. Thank you, everybody, for donating to me so I can promote you. That's super. Helping some folks out. Absolutely wonderful. Double checking here. Here we go. Jim Pierce, hi Bruce, I'd love it if you could do a shout out to my nephew's YouTube gaming channel. He's a great hardworking kid and deserves way more views than he's currently getting. Please send some of your bagel power to SJ_code gaming. How about that? Let's see if we can work that. Get a shout out here for SJ. You betcha, buddy. There goes the shout out right there. It's on there. Fantastic. Make sure that's getting picked up. I'm watching my computer's a bit slow here, freezing up. Fantastic. Hi, Bruce, supporting the channel because you're a good guy, a nice person, and a hell of a salesman. You keep up the good work. We love you. Love you too. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See if this is going to work out here. Coming back here. Why isn't that working? Let's try it again. Oh, I know why. It's just a little too big on the thing, Bruce. Okay. So let's go. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's go. Let's go this way. Sorry, I didn't notice that the message was over 200 characters. Okay, here we go. Not quite. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna get it out. There's the message. Oh my gosh. Bruce, I can do better. Okay, there we go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Here it is. Love to give a shout out to my nephew's YouTube gaming channel. Great, hardworking kid. SJ Code Gaming. Right on. Way to go. All right. Fantastic, guys. All right. And then Dalton. Don't include my name. Hey, thanks for riding with me every day while I work. And my wife loves taking pictures of our pets and posting them on Instagram. Putting her in a good mood would make it easier to buy more GameStop. Please give her Instagram a shout out. Here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right here. This is going out right now. Here comes a shout out. And good luck with that on your end, buddy. There it is. The shout out has been done. Yay. Thank you, Dylan, for this. Singapore. Thanks, buddy. And everybody. Dylan, Haley, Joe, Michelle, Vivian. Thanks, guys. Vivian, thank you. Here it is. My wife loves taking pictures of our pets. We got it on Instagram. There's your shout out. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you. And all the best to all of you. Dustin Fowler, thanks, buddy. And I think we're good. I think we're there. Not bad. Thank you for the 10,000 thumbs ups. We got to 10,000 thumbs ups because of you, beautiful people. Thank you very, very much. 8,000 still sticking around with this guy. Unbelievable. I will be back at 3 o'clock Eastern for the final 2 hours of the day. We will be here. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what the GameStop wants to do to us, for us. Will it take us to the moon or what? We're ready. We're here. We're ready to go. We want to rock, baby. We want to rock. Okay, guys. See you this afternoon at 3 o'clock.